fans, welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And hello, how are we doing? Happy Sunday to you all. It is time for another Legends and Liquor. It is episode 70, but when you remember we do this every 2 weeks, it's basically 140 weeks of Legends and Liquor, which is like approaching 4 years, which is insane when you break it down like that. But you are still here. I appreciate you. We're still drinking. We're still buying toys. We're still racing ducks. We're still having a good time. So I'm not going anywhere. So I hope everyone is having a good Sunday. To be completely, fully transparent with everybody, I stayed up very late last night watching Jay basically do some colour commentary on the Royal Rumble. That's the disadvantage about being a wrestling fan in the UK. If you want to like avoid spoilers in this day and age, you need to watch it live, which means staying up until stupid hours. So I was up until like 6. I don't think I actually went to bed until 6 in the morning. So like that messed up my whole day. So I've literally just had breakfast for dinner. And now I'm already on the Koppelberg. So, yeah, it's going to be one of those type of shows. So, cheers to you. Of course, Legends and Liquor. I need a legend. Where is it? There you go. There's Blade. Legends and Liquor. Still waiting for that sponsorship, Koppelberg. Okay. That'll wake me up. That's refreshing. I like it. So yes, pow. Hope everybody is good. So let's just get into the housekeeping first and foremost. Legends and Liquor is just a gimmick. You don't actually have to drink alcohol. Just bring your favourite drink. And let's talk toys, collectibles, and whatever you want. I appreciate that. I've always, YouTube makes me say that. And then I go and check out all the other long-form content on the channel. I did do an interview with Emily and Lenny on the channel right now. Please go and check that out for a little hint, a little insight about G.I. Joe Classified for 2024. I'm sure me, Tom, and Mark will be back. I'm hoping early Feb to sort of do our own wish list and predictions in the world of G.I. Joe. Me and Tanner will absolutely also be back for Turtles and Tea. And then Legend and Liquor is every other Sunday. And then the regular Thursday show, Dan Who Live, with me and Rich every single Thursday, and there's a bonus show now every Thursday as well, like a mini Legends and Liquor, if you will. Of course, if you want to contribute to all of that I'm doing here on this channel, then the best way to do it is a super chat or a channel membership. Either or, I appreciate you. Use the Streamlab donation link in the top of the video description as well. It works exactly the same as a super chat. It just means YouTube don't gobble up all the money. But there you go, £4 or $4. Friday, as a little bit of added incentive, we'll read out your comment. Let everybody hear what you have to say in robot voice. Friday should hopefully be working on a Sunday, but we never quite know. So if someone wants to test her out, then I appreciate it to get us kicked off here as buckle in for the next couple of hours for sure. And again, hit that join button. I've got a couple of different tiers now. I really do need to dive in more to my super producers, which I massively appreciate. They're going to be helping me pick some topics. Now I'm starting to get the collection back on the wall. But yes, go and check out all the different tiers. I appreciate every single level of support, all the same. Thank you ever so much, like always. So, pal, let's see who's live in the chat then, shall we? So, let me scroll up nice and early. So, today's video, by the way, or today's stream, I should say, is action figure wish lists, which is very vague, but it's intentionally vague. As it's January, isn't it? Like, it's like, it always feels like we're on the 46th of January. It's a long, long month, but we've still got the whole year to go. And we hardly know anything about the year in regards to toys. Usually there's a toy fair in February, but obviously that's all changed at the minute as well. So we don't know as much about the year that we usually do around this time. So I think in regards to Legends, we only know about 20 to 25% of the year, probably less than that. Same with everything else that I collect as well. We don't really know what is coming. We could always read the leak lists and the like predictions, but until it actually gets put up for solicitation, we don't know. So today's list or today's video is all about, I'm asking you guys and the people that jump on, what do they want to see this year? So basically last time we did a Legend and Liquor, I was like the most excited pre-orders. What is coming out that we know is coming out that you're excited about? Today is all about brainstorming and predicting or wish listing what is coming out that you want to come out, or what do you want to come out from brands that already exist? Okay, so any G.I. Joes, any Turtles, any Marvel Legends, what do you want to see? What do you want to add to your collection in 2024 that hasn't yet been announced or revealed. That's what we're talking about today, okay? So I'm sure I made that sound way more complicated than it needed to be, but hopefully people can dissect that. Right, who we got in the chat? So we got Mark Rose jumped in first, and we got Jim Ruby, who says, my top 10 wish list is original Miss Marvel, Wonder Man, original costume Yellow Jacket, Swordsman, Executioner, Rick Jones, Jarvis, Graviton, Crystal, and Bucky. Some great characters in that list. Not going to deny, I still want a Jarvis. I've been saying that for a while on this channel. Mark Tac says, let's get ready to rumble. That was last night, Mark. You're a bit too slow. Cody's won it already, mate. He says, smash that like button. Thank you very much. Please do hit that like button. It always helps. David, Evan, and Smith. That's 3 pals from all 3 of them. The Quack Quack Commissioner is here. Quack Quack. As he said, the Commissioner is here, of course, for Duck Race Season 3. What's today's little twist going to be? Remember, the Commissioner sets the rules for every race this year, so I'm curious what today's particular rule is going to be. We've got Cloud Foxwire, Lady Mac, Jelly Figs, Andy the Collector, Paul McCarthy says, hello crew. The best place to be on a Sunday is Legend of Liquor time. That's both. Hopefully, I'm assuming, does Paul and Lady Mac, are you sat in the living room? Like, have you just got us on in the background? Is you pottering about in the kitchen? Like, how do you indulge in yourself in this Sunday? We always appreciate you being here, but I'm curious, at home, what are you doing? Are we on your big TV? It's always exciting. I'm on TV. Hello. That's if I am on TV. We've got this should start some intimidation. It started with a click. Shelley says, evening all. My duck is ready to chomp its way through tonight's race. Be scared, people. I've seen her training montage video of the shark duck on Instagram. So yeah, be scared. Andy the Collector says, hey Dan. Hey Andy. He says, I've got 2 really weird Marvel Legend wants and will probably never see either of them. Well, what are they, Andy? What are they? Share with us. He says that would be good one. We need some live action X-Men. Yeah, we spoke about that on Thursday's show about live action movie stuff. Frank says hi. Hello, you doing, Frank? Collecting Rush says, I'm here. Hello, Rush. Not collecting. It is collecting Rush, isn't it? Yeah. Mark Rose, Gary, Cheeky Monkey Kiara. She's awake. She's woken up from her slumber. She was like a sleeping Snorlax last night. How did you wake up a Snorlax in the original Pokemon? Didn't you have to like go and find a flute and like pay a flute, or am I making that up? Someone remind me, in Pokemon Red and Blue, how did you wake up the Snorlax that was blocking the bridge? That's definitely a thing that I'm remembering. Of a certain age, you'll know what I'm talking about. Eddie Rodriguez says, pal. Who else we got? I can see Jason Lopez, the retweeting king. He said, the long month is almost over. Yes, it nearly is. It nearly is over. Scotty C says, bonjour. He's clearly went to France today, watching us live from Paris. Chica Monkey Kara just also confirmed she slept very well. She slept very well. Dom has been showing off all his pickups. He says, I'll skip pickups this week. Looking forward to the stream. Yeah, pickups. Dom's got it. Go and check out Dom's Instagram. He's just posted like 5 pictures of his big haul from America. Lots of NECA, Super 7, some really good stuff in there. Beastman Boy says, animated Punisher and Chameleon. Tell me about it. I think Chameleon's coming on the VHS box, though, rather than a retro card. Hopefully I'm wrong. I want to be wrong, but at least we get him. That's what I'm saying. Chameleon for 2024, anyway. That's definitely one of my wants, for sure. Paul McCarthy says, mothers for dinner, then back for the show. Haha, yes. The living room with the cat also. Rock and roll. Yes, the cat's a big fan. That's what I want. Trying to interspecies fans of Legends and Liquor. Right, okay. Thank you, everybody. Right, I also want to say thank you. I mentioned this on Thursday, but it sort of backfired on me. So I'm going to try again now, because I feel like I've built up a little bit of a buffer. But I've hit over 25,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is a big milestone for me. Like, this is a hobby. YouTube, like, what I do on YouTube is such a niche. It's a niche of a niche. It's not just a toy channel, but it's like very legend specific, very community driven. So to hit 25k is great. It means the channel's growing still, slowly, granted. I'm very self-aware, but it's growing. It's going in the right direction. I'm a quarter of the way to one of those shiny little plaques that people get. So maybe, what was Rich saying, like another 30 years when YouTube's irrelevant, I'll finally get a plaque. Who knows? But no, 25k is really good. I always say when it comes to YouTube, people of this generation focus far too much on the numbers. Like, oh, I've only got this many followers, I've only got this many subscribers, whatever it may be. It's not about that. Honestly, that's not the way you use the internet to share this hobby and enjoy this hobby to its full potential. It's all about building those relationships, the community aspect, the engagement. What's the point? I could have 1 million subscribers right now, right? But if nobody was watching, if nobody was engaging, if no one gave a shit, what does it matter? It's just a number, a digital number on a screen. So I appreciate what I've got here. Again, people are watching I'm meant to be a Legends channel mainly, not intentionally, but that's just the way it went. And my Joe's and Juice interview with Emily and Lenny nearly hit 10k, which is impressive. That's like a good percentage of viewership compared to my subscribers. Like, I'm comfortable where I am. All I'm saying is I'm having fun, and as long as I'm having fun, I'm still here. But I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys supporting the channel. So everybody's super chatting, everyone's subscribing, everyone with the channel memberships. You're the reason this channel still exists, all right? So keep me here, and I will try and keep the community aspect of this channel strong. And that's what Legends and Liquor is all about. It's all about community. This show was created so I could spend more time with you guys and just talk toys with people that actually give a shit, all right? So I appreciate yous. So thank you so much. Over 25k, onward and upward, all right? If you want to go and check out some videos, I finally put a video up on the channel. Finally, I did it in the month of January, so it's still fair game. My top 10 comic-based Marvel Legends of 2023. Now, this list is harder than you think, so go and check out my list. I do a bit of a bait and switch at the start, and the 10 I show at the start of this video are not my top 10. It's like I always do it like a selection of honourable mentions, then I get into my top 10. So go and check it out. I'm sure you will disagree, which is absolutely fine. It's all about insight conversation. It's not right, it's not wrong. Everyone has their own preferences and opinions. And yeah, hopefully 2024 will be a better year than 2023. And I'm not saying 2023 was bad. Like, if you go and watch that video, there's some great figures in there. So yeah, go and check out my top 10 comic Marvel Legends of 2023. All right, I appreciate you. And just on the world of Legends news, the first this wave, I know I reviewed it in December thanks to the super producer, but this first Spider-Man retro wave is technically the first wave of 2024. Well, the second wave of 2024 after the Void, which is here, this ugly bastard here. Here's the Void. So this hasn't even released on retail yet, but I believe it got pushed back. So it was meant to be the 26th of January, and it's been pushed back now until the 31st of January, which is Wednesday. So if anyone's got any of the Spider-Man retro figures on pre-order, then Wednesday is the day they are likely going to hit, not just Pulse, but all the regular independent channels as well. So yeah, the new Legends should start hitting this week. And I've got one gap on my retro wall left, and it's for him. It's for this guy right here, because I opened the one Rich sent for review. So there you go. So yeah, Legends are coming this week, and then I'm assuming after that, the next things up will be Wolverine and also Angel, I think. So they should all probably start hitting March, maybe we shall see if we can get our hands on them before the end of February. The X-Men Wave 2 still needs to go up for pre-order as well, doesn't it? I believe. Anyway, right. If you're in Group 1, send me a fresh DM. You should know what the groups are today. For some reason, this wasn't intentional, but the groups sort of turned out to be UK and US. A lot of the UK guys were clearly tired from staying up late, and I've asked to be in Group 2 today, so it meant Americans in Group 1 and UK in Group 2, which is fine. I don't mind either way, but that's how it landed today. So let me get my list up. Okay, so Group 1 is Christopher Allen, who I haven't seen him all year long. How's he doing? We've got Alexi, David, Evan, and Smith, just shoring up the numbers in Group 1. Cloud, again, I don't think it's been on this year yet, or maybe, I can't remember. How many we had this year? Just one. Rush and James as well is back, so we didn't get money in the bank. And there's Paul with the super chat. Where's my headphones at?
Paul McCarthy donated £5. I'll get it in quick in case it drops, haha. Happy 25+K, damn, thumbs up.
Paul, thank you so much. Thank you so much for confirming. Where is she? There. Friday is working. There it is. Thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate you. Yes, I've built a little buffer now. Hopefully I should stay above 25k today. Hopefully. I will check in at the end of the show to find out. But there we go. So where was my list? I was looking at my lists. Right. Group 1, Christopher Allen, Alexi, David, Cloud, James, and Rush. All right. My American friends, come and join me for Legends and Liquor, and let's talk some new toys, shall we? I'm going to try... I know, these are my famous last words, but try and do a 3-hour show today. Try and be off around about 9-ish. All right. So, I know, famous last words. So, I'm here for a little bit is all I'm saying. But we shall see. Amanda wants to watch a film tonight, so I'm going to try and get off before 10 because, you know, Legends and Liquor is a bit of a commitment. Okay. Hopefully those fresh DMs are coming and I can send you guys the link. I'm just heading over to Instagram now. I should have had it open like the true professional I am. Okay, fresh DMs have been sent. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. All the links have been sent. Good. So again, today's topics. Of course, we'll go through people's pickups. What have people been spending their money on in January, hey? To try and cheer themselves up from those January blues. And also the main topic, which is, of course, wish list. What do you want to see? So things that haven't been revealed, things we don't know are coming. You can either predict something or just wish something up, all right? I just want to know what you want to see in 2024. What do you want to add to your collection? Like this year, I've added the quarter scale turtles, which I didn't expect to add, but I'm very happy I did. Shout out Tanner, who's the fake Raphael fan, because he doesn't even have this Raphael like I do. I have to look after Big Raph for Tanner, as he's a fake Raphael fan. But I'm not. I am a fan of all the turtles. I think they are all great. I just think Donnie's a little bit better. That's all I'm saying. Okay. There's football here later, so UK wants him first. US wants him first. Yeah, that is another reason the US guys wanted it in early. Apparently there's some throw ball on later. Do you know the game where they throw the ball and then they stop for 5 minutes? They run around again and then they stop it again and then they throw it again and then they stop again and then they throw it again and then they stop again and then they throw it again. Oh, it's boring me just talking about it, to be honest. But yes, apparently that's happening later. I don't know what teams or anything though, but it's Super Bowl's approaching, right? I only know that because new trailers. We're meant to be getting a Deadpool tease for the Super Bowl. That's probably the only reason I will watch the Super Bowl. Or watch the clips on Twitter that eventually go up when I'm refreshing and sat in my bed at night. To be fair, I do try and watch the Super Bowl, but I'm always sat there scratching my head going, I just don't get it. Right, but that's one way to piss off some Americans. And let's get them in and see how much I've pissed them off. Right, okay. Oh, here they are. Right, David, Evan, and Smith, you're first up. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, sluts? How y'all doing?
What's up? That's like 2000s Budweiser, right? What's up? There you go. We're old.
I was like, we still say sluts today, Dan. What are you talking about?
Talking of sluts, no, I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
No, I love it.
Cloud Foxfire, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm actually a little beat. We were social last night. Cassie and I went out to catch up with a friend. His birthday was Thursday, so we went to a local restaurant and hung out for a little while. So that involved leaving the house. So now, of course, and you can hear I've ruined my voice.
I can hear it a little bit,
actually.
I can hear a little bit, yeah. No, it's good. It's good to be sociable every now and then.
Sometimes, yeah. And we got to wear cute outfits, which I mean I only do for myself at home, so it was nice to go out. And there was somebody there who knew me, and we were trying to pull up old pictures, and she saw a very old one of me, and was pointing, just like, "Who's that? Who's that?" Because that's Cloud's wife, right? So who's this with her? And I'm just like,
yeah, those awkward conversations. No, it's good to get out of the house every now and then. I'm like you. I like staying in, but I go out every now and then. Alexi, how about you? You're out excavating the world, right? You're Indiana Jones in real life. That's how I imagine your day to day, by the way.
That's right. Every day I discover a new ancient civilization, and I defeat Nazis, and I teach a little class here and there on the side. So
very nice.
Pretty exciting.
Have you met the Grail Knight before? I'm assuming you have.
The Grail Knight?
Yeah, the guy who protects all the grails from Indiana Jones. You know, the old man.
Oh, yeah.
Is he
I
still there?
didn't choose poorly, if
Okay.
that's what you're asking
Yes,
me.
I'm just
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
In my head, that's just, I picture you are Indiana Jones. That's just, I'm a friend of Indiana Jones. One day, come on with a
Yeah.
hat on, please. I like the hat as well.
Someday. I'm actually starting the spring semester on Monday for my master's program. So this is my last hurrah, and then I gotta buckle down again for more learning.
You'll be good, my friend. You'll do well. I have no doubts about it. Right, underneath you, we got James. James, you're back, my friend. Welcome back.
Hey, what's up? How you
good?
guys doing?
We are good.
Yeah.
Every
Right
time, right, I like dissecting the room because we only seen it last week, didn't we? So let's have a little look. So the trainers.
So I did some added a couple more shelves actually. Got
see?
rid of some
I noticed
more stuff. Got some more comic book covers up there that I've had in a box for too long. Be able to look at them now.
See,
So,
I noticed the
did
change.
Some lighting.
I pay attention to these things, James.
Got the screen up there playing the X-Men.
It's like a shoe / toy store. I like it. You even got the TV on in the background to entertain the customers. I like it. Next to you, we've got Christopher Allen. Christopher Allen, how are you doing? Happy New Year, my friend. I've not seen you all year. How have you been?
Yeah, Happy New Year. I'm doing good.
You been busy?
How you doing? No. This year's been a lot like last year, you know?
That's what just being an adult is like, I suppose. It's just, same another year, same old. So I'm still alive. That's something to be proud about. So no, we're good to see you, my friend. I'm glad you are back. And then next to you, someone else who's not been having a great year, to be honest, but hopefully we can cheer him up and give him a sense of escapism for a little bit of time on a Sunday. Rush, how you doing?
Hyped up on pain meds right now.
Oh no, what have you doing?
Yesterday, so my back is killing me. So yeah, hi.
Talk about getting.
Did you
old.
bring enough for everybody?
Yeah, share them out.
They're low on limited supply from Brazil, so no.
Everyone look under your chair right now, and everyone indulge themselves. There we go. Let's go. We're all old.
You get drugs, and you get drugs. Everybody gets drugs.
We are all old. Right, let's talk some toys. That will cheer us up. Right, let's start with some pickups, nice and easy. Right, we'll do pickups, and then again, the second sort of subject is just what you want to see in 2024. Things that haven't been announced that you would like to see from any brand, anything. It doesn't have to be Legends, it can be anything you want. What are you curious about this year, etc. But let's start with pickups, nice and easy. David, Evan, and Smith, what have you been buying?
Well, I really just picked up stuff from the line that I don't collect. So, as we went over last week, I got Animal Man, but McFarlane's Lex Luthor in a power suit. I've got McFarlane's Martian Manhunter classic.
Oops.
Blue Beetle classic. Booster Gold classic. Riddler classic.
Goodness.
Superman.
Hang on, you just said you don't collect. What's going on?
Well, so, and this kind of plays into my Red Tornado classic. Kind of plays into it. Like, I collect for context, so like I was a DC Universe Classics collector. That line hasn't aged well, so I can't really display them anymore. Like, they're discoloring, the articulation. And I was never going to be a McFarlane collector. They did get me with Batman 66, because I would collect anything Batman 66 from any, toy brand ever.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of it, to be fair, was there? So that was easy.
Yeah, I mean, but how did they get me with? I think the first McFarlane comic figure I got was Flash, because I wanted the unmasked head.
Of course,
right?
Yeah.
And then I got Superman because he came with Crypto. And then now I have Flash.
Superman for Crypto,
yeah. So I mean, now I have Superman and Flash. So now I need kind of like classic Justice League core members. So it's just my gateway. Now I'm just completely like the floodgates are open. I need like all the classic characters. I have Nightfall Batman and the superpowers colored Wonder Woman on the way from eBay. But they got me, man. They got me.
I'm gonna have a whole Jay's Toy Collection UK. It's like, no, I don't collect McFarlane. No, actually, I really do collect McFarlane. Yeah, they got you.
it's tough. And like, how can I sit here and like legitimately talk crap about the brand and then have like 8 new?
It's easy. It's very easy.
Yeah, Alexi will teach you.
Yeah, you know what my struggle is, Alexi. But yeah, that's mainly what I picked up so far this week, and you know, I have Batman and Wonder Woman on the way. It's kind of slow with Legends right now. Like I think, yeah, as you said, we're waiting for retro carded Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then Wolverine and whatever else is coming up. But so just picking up some DC stuff for now.
That is a collector's curse, isn't it? Like, do you know when like the main thing you collect is a little bit slow? That's when you start going, oh, well, I'll just get one of these.
Yeah, usually I'll like dig into my fodder and I'll like customize something to like keep me busy and keep.
I got all of these this month. Oh, what the hell? Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's what I got.
Very nice, very nice. All right, good stuff. All right, let's go across to Cloud. Cloud, you were just waving at me. So like, is that you saying you're buying stuff that you shouldn't usually be buying?
No, it's very slow. Very, very slow being a Legions collector now that I've caught up and I've kind of gotten everything I was looking for. But I showed you guys on Thursday, I had her show up. This was my very first Mythic Legions pre-order. This is Thrace. The line she is in was 2 years in the waiting. So it's a very, very long wait. She's got Head. Okay, so again, we all like Head.
Like David said, I'm not going to disagree.
She's got a really cool like cloth goods cloak. The secondary head that has her hair pulled over her shoulders is specifically for that because it really doesn't work with the other one. And then she's got some magic effects, which is new to the line. He's like translucent, like this one's like a snake. I don't know how well it shows up, and it kind of wraps around her staff. And this one has a little skull on the end of it. It's a little bit shorter. I use it in her hand.
Witch or something.
She is a summoner. Yes, okay. She is a summoner. Her race is called an Umangeist, and it's kind of like death mixed with living. I don't know really how to explain it.
Good.
She's fantastic. This is probably one of the most beautiful head sculpts they've done, like across the entire line so far. And there's some stuff in the pipeline that looks good, but she stands out. She's very, very popular. I threw a picture of her on my Instagram and it kind of blew up. Everybody's obsessed with these figures. But that's it. And that's probably going to be it until not our next Legends in Liquor, but the one after. Maybe I might have some stuff to show off because I'm waiting on retail for the rest of these.
Yeah.
Because when I ordered it was well before I got into the line.
So that's a new figure, but the pre-order was like a year or so ago type thing.
2 years ago.
Okay.
December 21st, 2022? No, 2021 is when I pre-ordered her. So we've been waiting for a minute, and she was the only one I went for direct. That's why she's the only one I have, because it was before I'd gotten into the line. I think I just had the Krampus to see how the quality was. So I just got her, but I'm going for everything in the wave. I've got a friend helping me out with 2 other sorcerers, a good one and an evil one, and then everything else is just Big Bad Toy Store. And their street date is February 15th. So I'm hoping to have them all by not the next Legends of Liquor, but the next one, because now it's waiting. And there's a lot of stuff on the way, and I'm sure they'll drop things this year, but it's going to be pretty dry. And I'm trying to be good and not buy other things, and unless the occasional Marvel Legends or G.I. Joe Classified, if they get bumped up, I'm just sitting waiting. The only other thing I picked up recently, and it is action figure related, is I got myself a new tripod, and it's got these really cool, like, because the problem I had with the one is I couldn't set it low enough to get the pictures in my light box because I used it on my floor. So it's nice to be able to really kind of get it down. It's got like a full.
I like that. Can you send Mark Tat the link, please? He needs to.
Yes, he needs. I have a bunch. Before that,
he's always streaming from those weird angles. Bless him.
And you just clip the phone. You can turn it to the side,
look at that.
So you're not, in portrait mode, and it's tall enough to kind of catch, like, head to chest. Even something like that. And it was on Amazon for like maybe $15. They're not super expensive, but it makes a world of difference. You don't have to sit there and hold the phone. I mean, I use my MacBook as it is, but that for anything else, for taking my the pictures of myself, or when I was trying to take like action figure photography, I was using that, but I had to get creative with the levels. Like I had to drop it below something or really kind of pull that neck down. So something like this where I can get really low is so much easier. So my goal this year is to take and post a photo of every single action figure I buy in 2024, because I never post on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I posted Vision, I posted Thrace. Whoever comes next, I'm gonna, like, if I get that next wave, I'll do one. I'll wait a couple days, do another. But I want to showcase everything and actually get some use out of my account.
I've started to do the same this year. So every time I get something toy related in my post, I'm posting on Instagram with the hashtag mail call and just showing what it is, and then that's going to be a catalogue for myself as well, because I use my own Instagram to scan back to see what I've brought, but I never usually post a picture of everything. Like, I'm pretty crap with Instagram as well. Sometimes I use it to promote YouTube more than I do just to promote Instagram. So yeah, I'm doing something similar, but just for myself type thing. But,
yeah, I had a text list of everything I bought last year, and looking back at it's depressing to see how much shit I spent money on.
Yeah. Just don't do the math. Do the math.
No. There's no totals. It's just names. Yeah. And I'm doing the same with this one. I've got a section for like older figures, and then I've got specifically for 2024 releases, just so when I do my top 10s, I can scroll back and be like, okay, what did I buy? And it made it so much easier.
Yeah, I think all of us have their own little ways of keeping track of what we're buying. I think you have to be with the amount of nonsense we buy. Rush, what about you then? You got anything to show off, my friend?
No. As they've been saying, it's just slow right now, so nothing's coming in. I mean, I did just pre-order a bunch of figures from the Void Wave, and Cloud was generous enough to send me the head that came with Vision, since I'm not getting the Vision figure. So nice. That one I think is arriving Tuesday, if that's the correct email that I got.
Monday or Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, but beyond that, nothing. I think I've bought more dog toys than I have, toys for myself.
Mate, I buy so many dog toys as well. Like, when I walk through the door, Teddy's sniffing through my bag, because me and Amanda, usually, if we leave the house, we come back with something for Ted. It's like, I can't imagine your dog's being the same spoiltness. You can't help yourself.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, look what toys I found at the Ross, and here there. It's like, I go to Ross, I'm buying dog toys because they're cheap there. So, because, you bring something home 30 seconds later, if it's plush, it's been destroyed.
Yeah, they just destroy them. The amount of money we're wasting is ridiculous.
And the, hard balls, I'm literally going through like how old people go through supermarket and like squeezing melons and everything. I'm squeezing every dog toy. I'm like, nope, that's too soft. That would be destroyed instantly. It's like, I gotta get the really tough ones, because otherwise they're just gonna chew them. So yeah,
just rushes in the supermarket, just going
I compare balls that way too.
David can give some tips. The firmness. I've seen you though on Instagram. You did say that a wave was getting harder to find at retail. Is that the Void Wave you were talking about? Like, you were looking for it,
yeah, like the certain figures in line are, especially Crystar and Power Princess, are just like sold out almost everywhere. I had Crystar in my cart out on Amazon, and then next thing I know, it's sold out. It's back in stock, but like Crystar, I've got ordered from Entertainment Earth, and then Power Princess, Justice, and Emerita I've got from GameStop. So pretty much every place else is sold out of them. Pulse is sold out of most things. So it was hard going to just one retailer to find what I was looking for.
Yeah, we have been told this year that quantities of things are going to be lower. Like, stuff is still going to be easily available if you get it straight away. But gone are the times, that's why Ross and stuff had so much in there, because of the overstock. But I think moving forward, there's going to be less stock, so things will still be readily available, but they might not linger as long as we've been used to recently, which is, I think the Void Wave is an example of that, where the most popular characters are not lingering. You have your chance and then they flitter away. We're seeing that in the UK too, by the way. The more popular characters just gone, hard to get.
Yeah, especially it seems like your mass retailers like Walmart and Target are starting to get less of the lines, like the Mindless One Wave and Void Build-A-Figure Wave. They're both fan channel exclusives, but they'll get all of the like one thing, especially I've noticed with Target, is like they're getting like every single MCU
Yeah,
what if wave, but it's like regular comic waves are getting less and less on. So
it's an easier sell, I think, from a corporate perspective to sell the movies or sell the movie products to these bigger chains, because there's media attached, and the supermarkets want the things that are in the zeitgeist on the shelf. So yeah, we're going to see much more of that in 2024. I know that for sure.
Is this enough to change your pre-order habits, Rush? I know last year you weren't pre-ordering much. Are you going to start now?
Well, like I said, it's like the fan channels, like if it's not going to be available in stores, then yeah, I might have to pre-order some things just because I know I don't want to miss out on things. If I know they're going to come to Target and Walmart, I'll hold off because I'm usually able to find things just because driving around, I'm able to find everything all over the place. But just if it's not going to be at the mass retail, then I might have to look into doing it.
There's ways you can.
I'm back to pre-ordering.
Yeah, there's ways you can pre-order where you don't have to spend a penny, right? It's just you're just securing it in, like locking in the. That's always what I've done.
Yeah.
Like I just pre-order, but I don't have to actually pay until it arrives. So there's just no harm in that, isn't there? 'Cause you can, as long as you can cancel, you're all good. Alexi, back to you.
Especially since a lot of people are getting the Void Build-A-Figure and posting all the reviews on it. A lot of people are starting to go back and pick up the Wave because the Build-A-Figure is just so awesome. So I haven't picked up
all the time saying that I watch reviews before I buy, like all the time. Not just my reviews, but everyone's reviews. You know, like people that want to see it first.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
All right, let's go to Alexi.
So on the topic of pre-ordering, I have kind of gone back to pre-ordering. I did Angel for sure because there's no way that's not going to sell out, I think. And then I pre-ordered. Yeah, I pre-ordered a lot of the Wolverine 2-packs. Actually, I want to say I pre-ordered all of them. But it's like Dan said, I did it at BBTS, so I don't have to pay for it. I'm just going to expect to be one of the last people to receive it. But it is what it is.
To be fair, in 2023, I don't know, it was random, but Big Bad Toy Store got a few things first, which was random, but it did happen.
Random was in a 5-pack can, so there's no way that they got that. Anyway, now to current pickups. I actually have quite a few things to show off. And I do first have to say RIP to Jeffrey's Toys in downtown San Francisco. They are closing their doors. There's a post on Instagram. Jeffrey's Toys specifically is where I got the Marvel Legends Archangel when it first came out. And I saw it in the wild. And it was overpriced because it was at a toy/comic store. But Amanda and I were just visiting the city at the time. And I was like, this is great opportunity. So really sad to see them go. It's just the way that things are moving with brick and mortar stores versus online retailers, versus foot traffic, especially in major cities. So RIP Jeffrey's Toys.
It's a shame that things didn't work out for that giraffe after Toys R Us. Like I thought going independent would really help him, but clearly it's a struggle for Jeffrey. Yeah.
They've been there, I think, for like 80 years almost. I mean, they're like downtown San Francisco, like deeper than Union Square downtown. So, it's how it's happening. But
it's a shame.
That being said,
hang on one sec. Let me just shout out a guy that we all know, or you may remember. He may be a distant memory for many, but his name is Hero Collections. There you go. There's some celebration. He says, "Long live the Who crew and Dan Who Review." Thank you very much, Hero Collections. I think it might be Brandon. I'm not too sure. It could be Brandon. If it is Brandon, then salute you, my friend. I hope you are well. We remember you fondly. Right, back to Alexi. Back to you.
So sorry to see them close. That being said, they had 30% off of everything. So I went and I spent a bunch of money there yesterday.
Best way to support them.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely got stuff that I normally wouldn't have. But I was like, that's for a good cause. So I'll pick up this trash. There's a clue of what it is.
Noel McFarlane. So, right, let's see. Go on.
I'm going to start with the figures that I've already opened. And you know how people talk about lines that they haven't gotten into yet? And they're like, well, it's a slippery slope, Well, I fucking slipped on Mezco because I got in Mezco Constantine. earlier this week. He's not a new release. He came out last year, but I always wanted to pick him up because he's a really cool figure. And like I said, it's hard to find DC figures. So Mezco Constantine, love it. Great accessories. Mezco's killing it with accessories. And he has since he's just like a shirt and tie with slacks, the shirt and the slacks are actually connected. I should show you. The shirt and the tie or shirt and slacks are connected. So he's still in kind of like a bodysuit, but that means that you can adjust him without worrying about like the whole shirt coming untucked. They did a lot of really cool stuff by having just this untucked, but the rest of it is stitched. So that was a really cool surprise. And like I said, came with a lot of really cool stuff. The next Mezco that I got is brand new, and this guy is insane.
Even
Mezco Doom. Yeah, I sold. So I had the Marvel Legends Super Scroll Wave Doom, and I got a soft goods cape for him, and he was really good, but I could never get my hands on the Walgreens Fantastic Four set because I just didn't want to pay the prices for it. I'm not a huge Fantastic Four fan. I didn't read a lot of the comics, and I didn't get Galactus. So this poses a problem. But Doom is a major Marvel villain in the comics, regardless of just Fantastic Four. So I had to have him. And he, again, accessories are great. He has really good weight to him. And then just everything, like a lot of people said that his face or his head was too big, but if you just pop the mask off,
it's a face. It is a helmet over a
his
face.
His face is like perfectly sized. Yeah, I have the scarred head on there. But whew, man, great figure. Really happy to have him. Played with him a lot yesterday.
Does look very good.
And then another Mezco that was unboxed or that's boxed is Bishop. And this guy was 30% off at Jeffrey's Toys yesterday. So I only paid about $60 for him, which I think is really worth it. I didn't think I was such a huge Bishop fan, and here now I have 3 Bishop figures. I've got the Mezco, and I've got both of the Marvel Legends. So either one's going to get sold on, or I guess I'm just a Bishop stan now.
All of them are still pretty popular. Like they'd be easily to move on if you wanted to.
Honestly, I'm leaning towards selling the 97. I was going to keep the 97 and sell on the classic Bishop, but I don't know. There's something about this classic Bishop with like, I glued his straps so they don't move around on me, but just like the texture of him and how beefy he is compared to, I don't know. I think it's you're spoiled for choice. Like,
just
it's
watch
really
the show first.
preference.
Don't get rid of it until you've seen the show because you may really like the new show.
Well, like I said, I haven't opened Mezco Bishop yet, so Mezco Bishop could be, the what puts me over. And then I'll go to Mayfex. So shout out to Rich M for shouting me out on Thursday's episode. Very happy to see that you picked up a Mayfex, and Poison Ivy is great. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it. She looks good.
A lot of people are talking about the vines that she comes with on her thighs and like on her upper arms. Like right now I have to push them up. Pain in the ass. I really wish they would have sculpted these on. When she's posed like on the shelf or in the display, I'll definitely have the vines and everything stuck on her. But when she's out and I'm like playing with her, I'm definitely taking them off. They're just going to be in my imagination because they're super fucking annoying. And I don't want to glue them on because I don't know. I mean, I don't have plans to sell it, and I'm sure people will be like, "Oh, I'm glad you glued it on," because they are a pain in the ass. So maybe. And then we'll move on to SH Figuarts and some more anime figures. This is Young Gojo from Hell's Paradise. This is an SH Figuarts Season 2. I have the adult version. If you watch the show, then you know. And those who know, Skullface. Great figure. SH Figuarts is killing it with the JJK line. Had to pick him up, and I got more on the way. And then also SH Figuarts, I have Yuzuriha. She's a character from
Boobs.
Hell's Paradise, and it is a Hell's Paradise. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Did
so
Cloud just say
she's kinda
boobs in my ear? I'm not the only one who
Yes.
heard that, right?
If
People
if
can still
watch
hear you, Cloud, by the way.
I know.
Can they see though? Can they see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah, see? Adults can buy toys.
Yeah, so she's kind of like a constant sexy jutsu if you watch Naruto. Her character is another one of the prisoners. Like I said, it's about death row prisoners with an executioner companion chasing after the elixir of life on an island. So she's another death row prisoner for sexy stuff.
I kind
And
of want to
then,
watch it now for her.
It's
everyone
really
does
good,
now.
honestly. Actually, Cloud, there's a few characters that I think you'd be really interested in.
What's the title of
in the
it?
show? Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise. Put it on the
Yeah.
list.
I'll shoot you my WCO stream login if you can't find it for free.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll take a break from figures just for 2 seconds because also at Jeffries, I decided to pick up
Days of
some
Future
classic
Past.
covers. So we got the Days of Future Past, Uncanny X-Men.
That's a great
And then
cover.
I've also got, another classic cover from Giant X-Men era. So happy with that. And then lastly, I got just a graphic novel from Bruce Timm and Paul Dini for Harley and Ivy. Again, not something that I would normally chase after, but I wanted to help them out as much as I could. And I've got stuff I have a comic wall. So I usually do a comic cover and then the characters from the cover, the figure posted in front of it.
Nice.
So I've definitely got both of these now. So I could put something up there. We're almost done. I have unopened figures. Again, this was 30% off at Jeffries. I did want to pick this up either way because I have the Netflix Daredevil from the Man-Thing wave. And, he's a really good lawyer. So, I needed a figure of him.
Look, I know it's just a guy in a suit and it's not the most exciting of Marvel Legends, but it's a decent Marvel Legend representation of Matt Murdock. It's a brand new, completely pinless suited body. The head sculpt's not as bad in hand as people might suggest online. I reckon it's a really nice figure, that is.
Yeah. And to be honest, there was a lot of them. I could have had a team of lawyers walking out of there, but I just needed the one.
Like a really rich person with a team of lawyers.
Yeah.
Mr. Burns.
All I was just gonna say all posed around Mr. Burns, yeah. And then the last thing that I got, I don't know, it's the season. There's a nasty viruses going around because it's wintertime, and a lot of people are getting sick in the head for getting these
buying
McFarlane toys. Yeah,
I knew McFarlane's on the list
apparently
somewhere.
I've got it. I've got the sickness, but I'm not disturbed.
So
Fuck,
why?
man, I
Have
don't
you
know.
read that
It's-
story? Why?
Yeah, so I read Blackest Night.
Okay.
It's actually one of my favorite stories. Blackest Night is fantastic. It's zombie heroes, but it's not quite deceased because it has to do with the Lantern Corps. And then I have a small collection of McFarlane or 7-inch Batman figures that I don't think will ever get made elsewhere. So I have the Sean Murphy White Knight storyline figures. I've got the Batman Who Laughs because the first release, and then I've got Hell Armor Batman, and then of course the Reaper Cycle and the Dark Knight's Metal Batman. And I don't know if they're ever gonna make this zombie Black Lantern Batman, but it was super cheap, and again, it was for a good cause. I don't know. I feel dirty having it even, but whatever.
You're not wrong though. McFarlane are definitely doing those more obscure characters that probably wouldn't get chose out anywhere else.
Yeah. But if Mafex announces a Black Lantern Batman, I won't even sell him. I'll just stomp on him into 100 pieces and then put it in the recycling. So, but that's it. No more pickups. I hope you guys are still awake.
Very nice. Of course we are. I like. Have you moved locations here? We're not usually this close to the shelves, are we? I feel like I can see everything on the shelves today. Usually you're further away, right?
Yeah. I was trying a new setup, and I finally got a lot of my shelves set up the way that I want them. And I also have lighting on the way that's coming today. So next Legends and Liquor, it'll be even nicer.
Very nice. So you got, is that empty cube down at the bottom for all your Bishop figures? That Bishop cube down there?
Yeah, that's my bishop cube. Well, if you look this way, those are all the displays that I have set up.
Yeah.
So I kind of started on the top where X-Men is, and then I worked my way down. So I've got all of that, and then the last little corner is where I still need to do some work. And then the bottom shelf. I never know what to put on the bottom shelf because I feel like it's supposed to be like figures that you don't really want to display or that no one's even going to look at. So
mine's boxes. I've got my bottom shelves in front of me now. It's just boxes.
Oh,
So, yeah,
that's a good call. Yeah.
I do army builders in the bottom shelves because once you've like built the army, it's not really changing anymore. So
Right.
it's kind of like a stable shelf that stays the same, but they're like a big army of, diversified characters.
Yeah,
I do that.
that's a good call.
But I
got
feel you.
villains across the bottom.
Villains?
All three of them. They're all because there's more space. So like the big guys look really cool down there. And I get what you mean about you don't want to put them all the way down on the bottom, but they do look cool. Like they're all underneath, ready to kind of like. It looked like they're supporting everything else, so it kind of works.
Yeah.
Rush, you were just showing something.
Yeah, if you see on mine, I've got all my comics actually on the bottom, just because one, that weight actually holds the bookshelf down, and secondly, with all my dogs running around, there's no toys on the bottom for them to easily get a hold of, so that's why I have it there. So
No, comics is a good
yeah,
shout.
all my bookshelves, they have books at the bottom just to weigh it down, make sure that it doesn't rock back and forth.
Very nice. I do love seeing everyone else's. I told you one day we will do a Legend of Liquor where it's just dissecting everyone's displays. That would be really cool. Mark Tack in the chat says, here's a sentence I never thought I would say out loud. Unparalleled has bashed that bishop. Just kidding, love you, Wade. I'm assuming he meant Unparalleled has done a review for that Mafex bishop. That's what I'm translation from bash the bishop. But I think that's the case. Okay. I think Quinn Comics jumped in as well. How are you doing, Quinn Comics? And also our friend whose name's in a foreign language with letters I cannot even read. But I see you. Your name begins with a T, but I don't know how to pronounce or say it. But he says, "Hello, Dan. Right now I finished my homework and I am watching this live right now." Well, hello. But I don't know how to say your name, and I apologize profusely. I have to
become a member. Come on the stream and educate us. Tell us how to say your name.
Let me try Google Translate for a second. Let's see if Google tells me what language it is at least. Because no one in the chat is helping me out. Bloody waste of my time.
Looks Egyptian.
Looks Egyptian. We have a fair
Greek.
Greek. Oh, yes, it says it's Greek.
Yeah, I thought it was Greek.
That one.
Tassos Adamopoulos.
Obviously.
Tassos
Adamopoulos.
Tassos Atanopoulos. I hope I'm saying that right. That's what. If I got it wrong, blame Google. But hello, we see you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. I've seen you a few times now, and me and Rich can never figure out to say your name. But yes, we appreciate you. I was in Greek. No, I was in Crete this year. They speak Greek. That's where the connection comes from. Anyway, right. Let's go across to James. James, anything to show off today, my friend?
Sorry, I had trouble with the mute button there for a second. So I got the Void Wave finally. Most
so you're
of it.
The reason Rush can't find it. You brought them all.
Well, the thing is like I started out. All I did was pre-order Power Princess and the Vision, and then after those they got delayed, and then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I kind of need the Namorita, and then after that, they all showed up the other day. Finally, after like 2 weeks of delay. I was like, well, I'm only a couple away from building the Build-A-Bear.
That's how they get you.
And so I got a couple more of them off Amazon. So now I'm just waiting for Chris Star because they restocked it on Hasbro. And so I'm waiting for that. And then
sometimes, even if you don't want the Build-A-Figure, if you're only a couple of pieces away from buying it, you may as well buy the figures, complete the Build-A-Figure, then sell the Build-A-Figure you didn't want and make your money back. And then you'll end up with a couple of figures for free.
I think I might do that and get rid of the Chris Star because I really don't want that either.
Send it to our friend Rich M. He loves Chris Star.
No,
I'll take it.
I was going to ask if he needed an extra one.
There you go. Alexi will have it. Alexi's got a cube ready.
Yeah, I'll buy it off you for sure. I don't need that bath piece.
Right on. Cool. Yeah, and then other like pickup stuff is I just got this the other day. I love it. I actually posted it last night before the Rumble.
He's a chunky
in the
bastard.
little.
Yeah, I've seen it in your group.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's a.
That's Storm, right?
Storm Collectables.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold it. Yes.
Yeah, Cloud got it right in the chat. Told Mike Hex was asking. And then I got Darth Malgus. That's. But
is that a soft
I do
goods
collect
hood?
Star Wars stuff. Sorry.
Does he have a soft goods hood?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I shouldn't buy things.
But yeah, I do. I love Star Wars. I've always avoided collecting a lot of their stuff. I have a few things, but I've been kind of picking up more and more, and I see it's going to end up being a cube or a shelf here pretty soon. I just got a bunch of these Storm figures. I don't know if that's going to show up with the light.
Yeah, we can see it.
But you can take off the
pauldron,
the shoulder thing. But yeah, these ones were on clearance on. I think it was on Hasbro as well.
The regular troopers, the regular stormtroopers have just been re-released as part of the archive wave anyway, I think. So you should be able
but these were like $15 instead of 25 or whatever. So so I was like, I can just take it apart. The only thing is they'll figure out a way to get some blasters instead so they don't all have rifles. And then I bought I can't believe I bought this, but I thought it was cool with the shield.
I've got a Jar Jar Binks. I've got a Jar Jar Binks.
If you didn't have the shield and the serious face, I probably wouldn't do it, but that shield is really cool. And then my big thing that I waited for, I had to order from China, is my Veteran Williams Maestro Union.
That was on a lot of people's #1 list for best figure of 2023.
It is incredible, and there's so many pieces and stuff. I was gonna hold it up, and I'm afraid they'll just all fall out of the holder.
Where do you put that in your display? Like for me, there is no doubt it's a great figure.
I'm kind of like,
where would I put it? Where would it go?
Well, it was something I was gonna kind of talk about when we talked about the stuff that we're looking forward to. But Loose Collector makes those big wolves, the Great Wolf, I think. Hold on, I have it pulled up too.
Yeah, the Great Wolves.
All right. If it's a fun topic, save it, and we'll come back to it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
Yeah. So, and then I got a couple things I didn't want. They're actually in the shelf. I got my bear from Memory Toys. It kind of takes the place of Ursa Major.
Yeah, I seen your picture.
And then I got the Crimson Dynamo came in. I found it on eBay and wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I felt like I should have put in the chat and asked if anyone wanted to sell one, but it's such a cool figure. I watched your review on it from a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I gotta have that too. And so I got that, but I didn't feel like taking apart the shelf that I just put together up there.
That is the mad thing about having a YouTube channel where I've just done reviews. Like sometimes reviews, like old reviews, will get loads of views for no reason, but it's because a team member or something has just been announced, and it's like people are backtracking to look at the old figures and stuff. So that happens often on the channel, to be fair. But yeah,
so that's basically it. Besides, I went hunting the other day at Ross because of our chat about and seen that War Machine. I wanted to find it, but I couldn't find that. But I got the Painmaker Jericho for $4. So.
Judas in my I love Jericho's on my Mount Rushmore, has to be.
No, he's definitely top 3 wrestlers of all time. He's the man.
Love Jericho. Nice stuff. And then last but definitely not least, let's go across to Christopher Allen. Christopher, my friend, how have you been spending the start of the year? Have you been buying toys? Have you been being good? What you been doing?
Yeah, some stuff's shown up. I got some figures from a line I do collect.
Okay. So you're sticking to your rules, unless you're about to break them.
Well, I don't know. I just collect everything. Okay. I got Lobo from McFarlane.
Massive.
Yeah, that's a good figure.
Where are you putting that? Where's it fitting? That ain't fitting in a cube behind you. That ain't fitting in a detail.
I'm not sure.
Bottom shelf.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it with my Mezco figures or not. I don't know if it's oversized. I don't know.
No, it would work. I reckon that would work with Mezco figures for sure.
Maybe. Or I do have a small McFarlane. I try to keep my McFarlane try to keep it small. But I just say I collect it because like every time I buy something, my wife used to like, you don't collect that. So now I just like I collect.
You collect everything. Yeah. It's clever.
So,
I almost want to get that just for that dog.
yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
Yeah, that dog looks good.
Spelled DAWG, I think. Yeah. Anyway, and then I also got Midnighter. But mine comes with a weird action feature that I'm not really
the loose hand, the helicopter hand.
Yeah. So I got that, and then I got some Joes. Some Joes showed up. I got Shadow Tracker.
Very nice.
Now, I'm not sure why I haven't opened it yet. I was really excited for that, but
I've not opened mine yet either. But it's like a very Predator inspired, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it, but I opened everything else. I just didn't open that yet. I don't know why. And then I got Night Force Tunnel Rat, which I think is a really good repaint. If you're gonna get a repaint, that's probably the one.
I really like Night Force. I like the sort of color palette of Night Force. It's like that sort of military but stealthy type of vibe with the dark greens and blacks. I like it.
Yeah. And then I got he's a new character. I think his name's Night Wolf.
Night Wolf, yeah, it is. He's another Night Force.
Or Wolf Spider.
Wolf Spider.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wolf
yeah.
Spider. Yeah. I always mess up his name. I don't know, but yeah, he's cool. He's gonna go with my Wild Bill in his helicopter. Yeah,
Little abseiling action.
Yeah, so that's what I got.
Yeah, very nice. Did you see my interview with Emily and Lenny?
I sure did. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get some little hints for the year. Lenny might have showed me some stuff off camera. I'll show you, Chris. I'll send you a little. Sneak peek.
Thank you.
Sneaky.
I appreciate that.
2024 is going to be a good year for Joe's. That's I'm very confident of that for sure. All right, cool. So that was a good segue into actually talking about what we want to see in 2024. So the last time we did Legends and Liquor, we were talking about the pre-orders, the stuff that has been announced that we were looking forward to adding to our collection this year. But now is the opportunity to just go wild, like wish list, dream, predict, whatever you want to do. What would you like to see in 2024? So rather than like thinking of new properties and stuff, try and keep it within the wheelhouse of things that already exist, if you know what I mean. Like with any of the brands or franchises, what characters are missing, where would you like them to do play sets? Is there anything glaring gaps in your collection from the things you already have on your shelf? Like what's likely, what could be happening this year? Because I think it would be a good, I still like doing those topics where we discuss things that haven't been made yet, type fiction, like different brands and cartoons or whatever. But let's try and keep this within the realms of possibility, if you will. So let's start with David then. So David, what are you wish listing? What do you want to see in 2024?
I mean, I'm permanently frozen in the 90s. So and like you say, you're world building, you know. So like for me, I collect for context. That's just about the way I say what. I world build too. Yeah. So for me, it's all those missing team completers. It's the Feral. It's the Wolfsbane. It's the Hepzibah. It's Raka. Hepzibah. It's Rachel from Excalibur. Absolutely, there's still a few classic Avengers that either need to be redone or need to be added in. But I don't consider everybody Avengers. I consider people Avengers through like 1997. Anybody after 97, I don't recognize that. But so for Marvel Legends, like it's really just like I'd love to complete some teams. Like they've been edging us for years with some of these people. Like that Excalibur 3-pack came out and they were like, Rachel will come soon, but it's like 3 years later and she's not here. So it's not like they're going to run out of figures to do if they give us Rachel and Feral and Wolfsbane. There's going to be a million other characters that they can still do, a million other costumes, Outback Psylocke. Like I could go on forever, truly.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm looking for from Marvel Legends this year. Like help me complete some teams, not just the one they told Dan Hu in his interview that they would complete this year. Let's complete a few.
I reckon we might complete more than one team, but Ryan didn't want to give me too much because there was a crowd around me and he didn't want to look biased. So that's why he was like just one, because he didn't want to he didn't want to sit there and go, yeah, we're going to complete 3 teams. He just wanted to confirm that we'd get at least one. But I just, especially looking at those leak lists, obviously Wolfsbane's heavily rumored. Destiny's meant to be in a 2-pack. Like, there's 2 teams you're sort of completing already.
Right.
So I'm like you, David. When it comes to Legends, I've got the reps. I've got most of the characters I want in plastic. I've got most of them. It's just about completing those core teams for me now on the shelf. So
yeah, I mean, that's gonna help me. Yeah, like you said, like I do have most of the foundation of everything that I would really want.
Yeah.
So it's gonna help me pick and choose a little more in 2024 and like buy those really niche characters that I never think that they would make. A Living Lightning figure, a Stingray figure, and then those like outstanding like ones that we should have gotten a long time ago. So like I'll be able to like really go to my extremes and like buy those rare ones, those long expected ones, and then like the middle ones that, you know, I might pick them up to complete the Build-A-Figure, but beyond that, like I can start like choosing where I'm going to go with my money. And since I am like not collecting McFarlane, but I am collecting McFarlane.
No one would just admit they are buying McFarlane figures. Everyone's like so reluctant.
I can't have it on record that I'm like a McFarlane collector.
Okay.
Because he still is like so offensive in some of the choices that he makes. But I mean, I would really just love to see him kind of return to Batman 66 because I've heard rumors that like the licensing has run out, and that's why they are doing like this 1977 cartoon based wave. And so if he doesn't have the likeness rights anymore to do anymore, then that's going to be disappointing. But that's the toys are the way that the world stays alive for me since Adam West has passed away, and they're not going to do any more like obviously live action stuff from that world. But them constantly releasing like new figures related to that world is what keeps that fun side of Batman alive for me. So hopefully they can like, they don't really lose the likeness rights and they can do a couple more that relate to that. But
McFarlane's just renewed his license for DC in general, so I'm sure there's still hope is all I'm saying. Like because it's something obviously he likes doing because he's done multiple waves now. It's not like a one and done, is it? It's like he's done play sets, vehicles, multiple waves. So clearly, like with fingers with McFarlane toys, you can always rely on like it doesn't really matter about sales. Like if Todd likes it, it's happening. So yeah, I think you'll be okay. Anything else rather than Legends and 66 Batman?
Not really. Like I'm just along for the ride at this point. You know, like I'm settled in a new apartment, and now it's just a matter of like how do I leverage my Detolf cases to like continue to fit what I'm buying.
Have you got a cube there for Bishop? Is that your Bishop cube there you're saving?
Well, so I just consolidated my Power Rangers cases down to 2.
Okay.
Because they've like paused the line. And I moved an extra case into the General Marvel wall. So this is mostly empty. I started spreading some stuff around. I think that's empty. But no, my Bishop cube would be out in the X-Men wall.
That's fair. Alexi's looking for inspiration, that's all. The Detolf is getting decommissioned or whatever it's called, isn't it? Discontinued. So
yes,
like,
it already is.
Is it done?
It's done, yeah. So like I went shopping in January because like I had a gift card for my mom. Shout out, Mom.
Mom. Yep.
And I went to IKEA and there was a search option on the tablet where you can look for Detolfs. There was 1 in Florida. There was like 3 in Texas, and that was it. So like I started buying this other type, and I posted about it in Legends and Lex Chat a while ago. But so I think it's called, I don't know how to pronounce it, a Blaladin.
Okay.
I think. And it's similar. It's
like
Greek? Smaller.
Do we need to translate that?
Swedish.
No.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Swedish. But yeah, but it's good. It's just as good, and it feels sturdier because there's like a metal frame to it that the glass is built into, so it's not just like freestanding glass panes that will shatter or whatever. So yeah, but I can't get a new Detolf unless I get it from somebody that already has one. And a friend of mine is moving soon, so he may part with 2 of them. And if he does, I got to figure out how to get them to my house. And
I think people are so attached to Detolf, so they're the type of thing that people are going to make a pretty penny off on eBay because people are so like that's their display now, and that's they want it symmetrical, they want it the same, they want the consistency. I do think they're going to be hard, but I like that you're starting. A new one.
Matched cases anywhere, you know, like at least like the new ones I got, I just put in the Batman corner, and then like I keep using details and everything else. But for people that don't have the luxury of like a lot of different walls and places to go with their collection, then you want it to look cohesive and you want it to be displayed kind of consistently. So it's hard for people to like let go of the idea of the detail.
Billy Bookcase. Yeah. Billy Bookcase is my guy, all right? Billy, as long as you
But then you got to dust. You got to dust.
Target.
Not
Target
really.
$40 shelves.
That's true. That's true. I do have to
Walmart $40 shelves.
I do have to dust. Hang on, where's my button gone?
But glass cases, you don't got to dust them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There was a bit of dust when I emptied my shelves. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. To be fair, the ventilation in this room is pretty good because I'm near the window and I've got vent. You just can't see, but there's vents behind those figures up there, which do actually help more than hinder, which I originally was worried about. But no, the display's looking good, and I'm like you, David. I'm along for the ride. Like, of course there's characters in the Legends world I want, but in regards to everything else, I'm looking forward to just being surprised and seeing things that I didn't even think about get released and stuff like that. So I'm happy that I guess one of mine would be the Punk Turtles are finally coming out. That was my wish list. They're happening. They should be up for pre-order Q1 of this year. So once they're done in the world of Toon Turtles, anything now I'm happy with type things. I've got all the things I wanted in my collection. So Cloud, over to you then.
Well, I'm going to echo the Marvel Legends statement. There are definitely a number of characters missing from my displays. Wolfsbane, obviously heavily rumored, would be fantastic. So I'm not out. There are still a few that I'm hoping get made that I can kind of cherry pick. But within what I've been collecting, being the Legions lines, it's tricky because we know what's supposed to come out this year.
Yeah.
Because we know about these waves in advance. We know at least 3 waves that are supposed to drop this year. So I know what to expect as far as that, but they always like to drop just the most random things throughout the year with their Figura Obscura line. There were 3 drops last year, I think, and we don't know what they are. They'll tease it on a Friday night, and then Saturday morning it goes for sale, and you don't know what it is until you buy it, kind of thing. So
wow.
That's always exciting. This year will be their 25th anniversary as a company, and it is the 10-year anniversary of Mythic Legions as a line. So something a lot of people have been clamoring for in the community that I would really like to see, but I don't because of the size and cost. But everybody's been asking for a dragon. And a double anniversary year would be a great year to do it. I have no idea what I would do with it besides maybe... Exactly. We're talking like a like in the place of a wave, you've got like a $400 gigantic Mythic Legions dragon. We'll see. It's just, I think a lot of people are very hopeful. They know that it's like heavily desired. I don't know how practical it is. I don't know how much reuse they could get out of something like that, unless down the line they do a blue dragon, a purple dragon, a green. But like that kind of defeats the purpose of having this very unique piece. And like most companies, they rely heavily on reuse and they sculpt new parts, but then you will see them again down the line. Like the last wave that was solicited, a lot of new parts, but they're adding them to the library, so we'll see them again. Yeah. I don't know how much reuse you're going to get out of a gigantic, like 3-foot dragon or something like that.
Just put glasses on the next one and a beard or something like that.
There you go. He's a little mustache or something.
Yeah. Completely different dragon.
But that could be, for people who are wanting a Fin Fang Foom from Marvel Legends, depending on the sign of the dragon, you're going to be able to pull other collectors into that line for something that's so unique and so limited like that. And there are other dragons in Marvel, like the gold one and the silver one, I think from Iron Man cartoons that I remember. But like they could, again, depending on the cost.
There's a dragon in that Chip Zdarsky Daredevil run with Punisher and the fist and all that. There's a dragon in that.
You'll get more people's attention on something like that. I don't know.
As well as, go ahead.
Go on, Rush.
I was just going to say, especially with how Mythic Legions likes to do tributes to the Masters of the Universe line, there's a few dragons in that they could easily repurpose because it coincides with it. So they're good with that.
it has a lot of potential. I think it's something that people would snatch up and they'd get because these Mythic Legions collectors are absolutely batshit insane. They would buy like 5 of them. But that's kind of something I'm hoping we have an answer to this year, even though we won't see it this year at all. And that's another thing is I can kind of speculate on what I would like to see the line do, either mythic or cosmic, because I'm sure we're going to see new from all of those things this year, but they're not coming out. You know, we'll see something and we'll get it.
Unlike Marvel and DC, where you've got this rich history of characters as well, where there's characters that you want to fill for your own preferences or whatever. Mythic Legions is based on its own like sort of source material, so there's not characters you're missing because you don't even know they exist yet. So you can't be like, oh, I need this guy to complete a team, because you don't even know that guy exists until they release it. So
we could say like they have like the 2 different body types, like the 1.0 for the standard figures and the 2.0 are the slimmer ones that they use for the girls. But they started doing like if you look at the Cosmic Legions line, Vorga, the bigger one with the big gun, she's a 1.0 body. So they've been introducing 1.0 females. So now people are like, oh, I'd like to see an orc on that body. I'd like to see a barbarian. I would like to see like a berserker. It would be cool to see like another type of troll. So we can speculate, but whatever they show us not only is not going to be out for a while, they're always going to surprise us. This line has 0 nostalgia attached to it, so it's kind of hard to guess. I'm just looking forward to whatever it is they're going to show us. I'm just not looking forward to paying for it.
Like David said, just go along for the ride. Like this year,
exactly.
Like as I said, you know what your pre-orders are, you know what you've got locked in. The rest of it is just happy surprises. So
just cake.
Yeah. What about you, Rush? I'm sure you agree with us when it comes to completing teams. You're much of the same.
Oh yeah, I mean, just look at my Instagram. I've done nothing but make wish lists of different things and complete the team. So since both Cloud and David talked about Marvel Legends, nothing really more I need to say there. I'll jump into a different company and say NECA Gargoyles. I sent you a picture. I want to have the pack done for the Gargoyles line. Both the 5 humans as well as Coyote. So that's what I want to see for one of them.
There you go. The pack. I reckon NECA will do that.
I'm hoping it's like add more humans too, add more villains. Like we've got the main gargoyles. Let's build out more of the universe. The pack, Coyote, Puck. God, I want them to do more of the gargoyles line. So besides that, for talking about everything, it's like I know Transformers is about to announce their next HasLab. And it's like I don't really have space for it, but God, the other picture I sent you is if they were to do a HasLab of the G1 Metroplex. I'd love to see that done in better scale. Yes, that's it.
There you go. Yeah, the Transformers, you're guaranteed a couple of HasLabs because they're usually the cheaper. Not cheap, no HasLab's cheap, but they usually are like around about the 300 price mark, ain't they? And they usually do a couple, especially when their recent ones hitting as well, like arriving. So. Yeah, was there just a Transformers live stream or have we had one already?
I think it's this week where they're announcing the HasLab. So since it's the 40th anniversary and everything, so
yeah,
I mean this is the one HasLab for Transformers that might actually get me if they were to do this. I know they just released like a $200 figure of a different version of this character, but if they did like a G1 version of this, I'm in. So. I'll find space somewhere for it.
Yeah, Transformers is I don't want to say all over the place because they're doing the Legacy. Well, that sort of guess all over the place would sort of work because Legacy they're picking from here, there, and everywhere, ain't there? It's not really one cohesive sort of. Here's a G1 wave and here's this wave. It's like all a mix. So yeah, Transformers. I'm sure there's still a few gaps. You finish your dinosaurs this year though, right?
Well, again, it's like Snarl was supposed to come out last year, and he's been pushed back. When I pre-ordered Chris Starr from Entertainment Earth, I decided to throw in the Snarl in that sense. Entertainment Earth is the only one that still has him up for pre-order. And Swoop, the pterodactyl, last one of the Dinobots, is rumored to be announced later this year for like end of this year. Yeah. So. We'll see. I mean, we're just waiting.
Yeah, it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. You'll get it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing with the legacy. Is I hear is every time Transformers does live streams, I'm waiting to see what G1's announced because that's my toy line is the G1. And then it's like they talk about all these others. Like I did not realize there are that many different Transformers cartoons, different versions,
Yeah,
comics, and
there's
everything. It's
loads.
like yeah, it's like so. Luckily, it helps it where it's like, oh, hey, I might have to pick up just maybe like one or two a year, so that helps my wallet. So yeah.
Yeah, very nice. I'm just looking at the chat real quick, and just to make everyone feel better, we've got a few confessions in the chat. All right, so just to make everyone feel at ease, we got X Tiger says I collect McFarlane. Andy the Collector says I collect McFarlane. Northern Nomad
Spartacus.
says I collect McFarlane. If we have started a confessional in the chat, everyone is standing up, standing. I collect McFarlane. Please, if you collect McFarlane, please make yourself be known in the chat. And admit it to the world. It'll just get it off your chest. You'll feel better. You'll feel better when you admit it out loud. All right. It's a confessional here in the chat. You're in a safe place. You're amongst friends. All right.
And real quick, my thing with McFarlane, I've shown is like I have a McFarlane Flash shelf and McFarlane Batman shelf. McFarlane could be dangerous for me because as you see, like with Marvel, I have a shelf for every single team. I'd be the same way for DC. I would have a Superman shelf, a Wonder Woman shelf, a Justice League shelf. I'd have a shelf for everything. I just don't have that space, so that's why I'm limited. Don't get me wrong, the Red Tornado looks amazing, and especially because it's done in a design of Michael Turner, who is one of my favorite comic book artists. And it's like I've seen that figure and I keep on wanting to buy it, but I'm like, I would have no place for it. But it's like if I had more space, I would have a whole like DC collection as well. But I just don't have that. So
Look, if you ever want to admit
those are my
anything
feelings
to,
on
if you ever want to admit something to us, Rush, right? You're amongst friends, all right? Just admit it to us. If you collect McFarlane, it's okay. It's okay. Just saying. It's fine. Right, Alexi.
Figure looks amazing.
This guy definitely collects McFarlane over here. Look at him. He's the first one. He started the confession.
God. I'm happy I'm not alone, but I speak for everyone when I say
he does. Remember, Alexi is the voice of the people. He speaks for everybody. If we need a matter to be heard, Alexi speaks. What are you playing with? Oh, it's your Bishop.
This fucking there's supposed to be a little magazine that goes into the back of his belt, but it won't fit, and I've been trying to stick it in for like 30 minutes. No spit. No, I've wiggled it.
Spit on it.
It's rock hard, and it just won't go in. I don't know. I'm gonna have to consult a doctor if I go at it for much longer. I would like to talk about some DC comic stuff. And since we're on the topic of McFarlane, they're redoing the DC Collectibles animated series line, kind of, right? So did that super chat go off? Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, it's a super chat. Oh, bloody hell, it's Dune Customs. Dune Customs! Sorry to hear about the McFarlane problems. There is help out there if you are all in my thoughts. Dune Customs, I love ya. Thank you very much. Yeah, that super chat will probably go off in a second, Alexi, but you can continue. But Dune Customs.
This video sponsored by BetterHelp. Look out for all of your McFarlane abuse needs.
Yeah, if you want to admit you collect McFarlane, Dune Customs is there for you. Just hit him up and he'll make you feel better. But he says there is help out there. Don't worry, people. There is help for you.
Take it one day at a time. So he's reissuing the animated series stuff, which includes the vehicles so far. So he did the Bat Cycle set, which had that super cell shading on it. And I also wouldn't mind. Well, I have the Batmobile and I have the original Bat Cycle set. What I do not have is the original animated series Batwing, which was huge, probably about as large as the '89 Batwing that Todd did himself. But I passed on it. It was like $120 years back at a comic shop, and I was like, $120?
Like
no way.
Price now, yeah.
Yeah, well, now it's like $400.
Yeah,
so I'm not gonna chase after that. It would be really nice to complete the set of animated series vehicles.
Here's the super chat. Friday will read it out loud. Thank you. Or I thought she would. It's Friday broken. Doom Customs is broke Friday. jumped up, but Friday's not saying it. It's all right. Doing customs, I appreciate you. You broke Friday with your very massive, generous super chat, like always. We appreciate you doing custom. Thank you so much. Hope you're all well. But yeah, we've broke Friday. Never mind. So I was going to say, when you said that Batwing was 110, 20 quid or whatever, I was like, that's a great price. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that would be a steal. Now it's like up to 400. The only problem is it would definitely be a monkey paw wish if Todd did re-release that Batwing, because it would probably have some gnarly ass like cell shading, and it wouldn't have any of like the electronics or anything. So I don't know. It would be really nice to have it. That's all.
It would still have the light up. I think it would still have the light ups because the Bat Cycle does. And like he ended up reissuing that kind of stuff. He painted it differently on the Bat Cycle, but the light ups are still there. I don't see why he wouldn't want to like charge $150 for it. Like if the sculpt is there,
he would get me. I'd pre-order it.
Does apparently Mark Tat's got one. Why? That's what Tom says. Mini Plastic Multiverse says you have that Batwing, don't you, Mark? Tac, have you got it? Is that one you've got? Is there not? Is
I have it.
You got it.
I have it. Nice. Yeah, my one drama with that is like I want to display it, but it doesn't have like a wall mountable port on it anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't like hanging shit from my ceiling, so like I want to display it. I need to figure out drilling like a little hole in the bottom of it, and like hanging it on a nail or something, because I can't display it yet because it's just too big. Like I think it's bigger than that 89 Batwing, honestly.
Let me ask Christopher Allen. Christopher, you showed off the Bat cycle, didn't you? You brought the animated Bat cycle.
Yeah.
Would you get the Batwing, or would the Batwing interest you if that was re-released?
Yeah. I really want that Batmobile too. That Batmobile, I don't have that. That looks
I think they would do the Batcave too.
This lights up. Yeah.
Oh, that would be sick. That would be so sick.
Over too.
I know Jay's toy collection needs that too.
He doesn't need to pay anything for the mold. Like it's all done already. So everything is probably profitable.
I reckon that's highly likely, Alexi. I do. Yeah. Just be patient with that one, but I reckon it's likely.
Please. Someone delete the cell shading feature from their software, though, please.
yeah. The Mac
hide it, do whatever you gotta do. Yeah. So going from lower end of the price point to a higher end of the price point spectrum, Mafex up here is doing the Death of Reign of Superman. So I would really like to see them. They announced Superboy this week, or they showed off the full photos, and then you got your pre-orders up. They also have Eradicator pre-order coming down the line, but after Eradicator, we don't have any more characters from that storyline announced or shown off or leaked or anything. So I would like them to continue it with a blue suit Superman. The one that I have up here is the Hushed Superman. I'd like the blue suit from that storyline. And honestly, if Bane comes out really well, then I would be very confident in them doing a Doomsday, because I have a Doomsday, but it's the DC UC Collect and Connect. There's the Storm Collectables, which is way oversized. And then I think, and then you've got the McFarlane Toys, actually, that was just announced that you can see in Jay's Toy Collection's video on Jay's Toy Collection UK channel. And so McFarlane announced a new Doomsday. You also have the older 2-pack Doomsday, which is kind of just a repaint from the Dark Knight's Metal Doomsday Batman. I forgot what his name is. Destroyer? Devastator?
Devastator,
Yeah, so you've got a few options. None of them are really like on the mark. So I'd like to see Mafex do a Doomsday and a Blue Suit Superman. Obviously, everything Mafex does, I end up ordering anyway. So,
yeah, Mafex would be all bankrupt if Mafex released more than what they do. It's usually about 2 figures a month, right? Which is manageable.
It is, yeah.
It's still expensive, but you can manage that. But if they doubled that and did 4 figures a month, that would be harder to even, as good as the figures would be, it would be harder to play along with.
Gross.
Jay says, thanks for the plug, Alexi. McFarlane on some of the best
I take it back.
viewed videos. See, Jay should just lean in to being a McFarlane channel if that's the way it goes then. Just let that be your thing, Jay. Just be the McFarlane channel. I'm not sure I'd like that, to be fair. Okay, cool. Any more, Alexi, before we move on?
No, those are my 2 wishes.
Beautiful. All right. James, what about you? What do you want to see in 2024? Things that haven't been announced yet, but you'd like to see come to fruition.
Since I'm still catching up with all the Marvel stuff, I would like to see the Psylocke in a blue outfit.
Oh,
re-release on the new body.
Oh yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah, that would be awesome. There's rumors of the Iron Fist classic coming out.
With
I would like
V-neck.
Definitely want that.
Yeah.
Yep. A Vulture, and you've said this before, with an old and young head.
Yes, an animated one.
And just to, they'll say I'm kissing your ass, but the chameleon, I need that for my Spider-Man setup. So yeah.
Look, we need chameleon. We need it needs to happen. It's the glaring gap in Sinister Six or whatever it is. I think it's in Sinister Six. We need it. It's gonna happen this year.
Yeah.
It has to be. There's a couple of VHSs. It's got to be one of them.
Yeah, and I grew up watching that cartoon, so I don't care if it's a cartoon or the comic is close enough. Like, just get that out there, and that would be awesome. And then the other thing that's a different, not Marvel Legends, but is executive replicas or loose collector / loose collector.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see some more of the Dynamite females, like maybe Sheena, the Jungle Queen. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then just like I like the Great Wolf things are doing, and the bigger figures, like they have the Crypt Monster hide. I love that figure. I don't have that one yet, but I have those wolves on pre-order, and I wanted to add those so they would be kind of like minions for this guy, like kind of behind him.
Okay, yeah. He's not the leader, the more intelligent one.
Yeah, because they're a lot bigger and stuff, so they're probably bigger and not as smart. So, I mean, he can wear clothes, so he makes him smarter, right? Like, I guess. I don't know.
Didn't Loose Collector just reveal something? Was that the wolf or something like that? What did they just reveal?
Showed a white one, yeah.
I know on Tac's video, he just showed they have the white one. That's not on pre-order yet, but at least I don't see it on Big Bad Toy Store. But
not yet.
There's a gray and a brown one, and then he was showing the white one on his video.
Is it a werewolf? I'm just trying to Google it now. What?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same as the other two, but it's just all white.
Oh, okay,
they have one for each. They have north, south, east, and west. So there's 4 that they're working on total.
Oh.
So that's the one, right? I think so.
Yeah.
From a quick Google, yeah. It does look
and
very
then,
good.
Yeah, and I don't care who does it. I just want someone to make like a Baphomet, like a satanic goat, big figure. It would just be dope. That's kind of just on my list. Like I don't care who makes it.
Yeah.
But I think that Loose Collector executive replicas could make something like that, or maybe the Furry Planet Maestro Union. They got cool stuff. Who did that? Veteran Williams, and they got some stuff on the way. So that's kind of the stuff that I'm looking forward to, and hope to see what they do. Kind of like with the Mythic Legions, like you don't know what they're going to do exactly, but they could come up with some really cool stuff. So I'm just looking forward to that. Looking forward to being surprised.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there'll be plenty of surprises in this year, and those type of companies as well. It's hard to predict what's coming. Like it will just appear like somewhere that. So yeah, be curious. And those companies are not slowing down either. Like I think they're growing in confidence as well. So we'll see more stuff. Right, jump into the chat real quick. I've got another super chat from Dune Customs. Dune Customs, you're always far too generous, but I appreciate you. He says, one request, all right? So this is from Dune Customs. He says, Dan, please get uglier people and Legend of Liquor. I'm pretty sure toy collectors are supposed to be homely. Freaking gorgeous people out there, come on.
Hey, I'm here.
Look at that.
The UK people are next group.
Mean.
I'm sure they'd appreciate that. There you go, Dune Customs. Look at the beautiful people on screen. What can I say? This is just a community that we've built full of beautiful people. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Dune Customs, you should come back on. You need to get back on a stream when you're not so bloody busy. He says, damn it, more sexy. The bonus stream this week will be topless for everybody. Just letting everyone know. Right.
Careful.
Christopher Allen. Over to you. What do you want to see in 2024?
So yeah, when I was a kid, I always thought Firestorm was like the most aesthetically awesome looking superhero. from
Okay.
DC. So if Mezco made a
I'm
Firestorm,
glad you said Mezco and not McFarlane.
oh yeah, because they like put batteries and everything, so they could like light up the
Oh
light
yeah,
effect on it, and
yeah.
that just look awesome. Yeah, so I would like that. Like when I was a kid, though, I'd read the comic and it confused me because he's like talking to like, because I didn't know it was like
It's the
two
split
people
personality.
fused,
Yeah.
two people
Ronnie
fused
and
together.
then the
I'm like,
professor.
why is he always talking to a professor? Like, who's this guy? And then yeah, so it confused me. So he's not like one of my favorite characters because I was just too confused as a kid. But aesthetically, he's probably my favorite looking superhero.
McFarlane have done him though, right? Have you got the McFarlane one?
Yeah,
No,
he's out right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But I've been contemplating. I've like had him in my car, but I just never pushed the trigger. I'm just hoping Mezco will make that.
I think if is
I
a
think he'll be
character that means that something like that to you, you should pick him up just to have him.
Yeah, but I look at my little corner.
McFarlane are not too expensive, are they? Just to have a little
No,
one-off.
but it's like a little corner.
Firestorm's a $30 figure, so
$30.
that price
I
tag
know.
has that price
I
tag
know.
has kind of kept me from picking that one up.
Yeah, but yeah, 30 ain't that much. But it's just like I have a little corner, and it's like, do I want to add him to that corner? Because
Nah.
there's not a lot of room in that corner, to be honest. Like there really isn't. So I don't know, but I want a Mezco one. A Mezco one would make me happy.
You're not wrong. It
And
would look great.
I would just throw the McFarlane one away anyway once I got the Mezco one. So
yeah,
why waste
Mezco or
$30?
Mayfex, someone like that would do a great job with that type of character design for sure.
So that's number one. And then there's a lot of classified figures I'd like to be made, but seeing how we have a his take, I think Salvo would be a great character because he comes with like a big missile launcher with like 6 missiles coming out, like an anti-armor.
Is that the square missile thing with the? I think.
Yeah, and he has like the shirt that says the fight
yeah.
to right might or whatever. Do you know who that is? He's
Yeah,
like
yeah. I
bald.
think, let me get the.
Yeah, Salvo. That'd be a good classified figure.
Joe. Any other G.I. Joe characters you want to see?
Oh, there's tons. Muskrat. There's tons. Crystal Ball would be cool. Mercer, Red Dog, Taurus. Yeah, I could just go on forever about classified figures I'd like to see. But
hang on, I'm getting a salvo up for people to see. I'm trying to find a decent carded picture of him.
Well, I see that you were talking about earlier about you picked up Tunnel Rat, and I've seen advertisements for Mole Rat. Is that 2 different characters?
Yeah, Mole Rat.
Yeah, Mole Rat's like a completely new character that they made for the classified line.
Yeah, Mole Rat are the ones that have got energon. The ones that are like mining energon. They're like zombie type things. They're like, they're a new character though.
Yeah, they never existed before in G.I. Joe lore. Yeah.
What vehicle would you want, Christopher? Because Emily basically just told me straight up, yes, we're going to get another vehicle on the same sort of power as the Vamp. So I think it's going to be a Cobra vehicle, I think. But...
yeah, the vehicle I'd like, but it doesn't probably have to be a HasLab, would be the Triple T, Sergeant Slaughter's little like mini tank that he drive around. That'd be cool, but I think they could just release that general retail. And then the Thrasher for it's a Dreadnought character.
Hang on, let me get the Triple T up so people can see. I think
Thrasher's vehicle. Cool. Oh, Thunder Machine. The Thunder Machine that Thrasher would drive around.
Look, there's the Triple T that you were talking about, Sergeant Slaughter, Triple T. They don't need to do a HasLab for that.
Exactly, yeah, that could just be general release.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
He also had a vehicle called the Warthog, and that's bigger. That could be a HasLab. That'd be pretty cool.
If you watch my interview, right, I talked to them about land, sea, and air, and I mentioned the whale, and none of them say anything.
Yeah,
they don't even say, "Oh, that would be a good idea," or "Oh, yeah." They literally just both go quiet. So I'm thinking, okay, all right, I like that.
What was the whale?
The hovercraft.
It's
I'll
big,
get
like,
a picture.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then Cutter would be a good tier to that. Or he shouldn't be a tier. He should just come with it.
Come with it, yeah.
Again, I may just be looking into it. Like it may be absolutely nothing. But if you watch my interview, I say whale. They're very talkative throughout that whole interview. As soon as I mention, I tell you what would be a good HasLab, the whale. They just both go quiet and like just.
I watched the interview and I think I agree. And I think when you were saying like a land, sea, and air kind of trifecta, that was why they were going to do it. You know, like I think you not even knew what it was, but you knew why it was. You know?
Yeah.
So that's what I think could be.
But they
potential
could have been
outfit.
looking at each other like, why didn't we think of that?
Or that, yeah. It's true. It's because some people are saying they could be going back to Cobra, like because they've done Cobra Joe back to Cobra now. So, and there are plenty of vehicles. So again, I was just maybe looking too much into something that could be nothing. But I'm just
it's a matter of time before we see some kind of sea vehicle. It's got to happen, even if
we need
it's something
bath time
tiny.
to be more fun.
Yeah,
We need a canoe. That's what we need, Cloud. You're right.
No, we need the canoe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
Or the what was the one? It was a Cobra vehicle. It was like a little red single pilot hovercraft.
Is that the one Copperhead drove?
It was smaller than.
Wild,
I'll find
are
it.
you
I'll
talking
let
about
you guys
Wild
know.
Weasel? Wild Weasel? And he had the
No,
Rattler?
no.
Oh, not the Rattler.
I'll look it up. I'll let you guys know.
Okay, good stuff.
I don't know. The only G.I. Joe vehicle that I always remember is the bridge layer, just because it came with the bridge. It laid it down, drove over, picked the bridge back up. That one just always stayed in my
The
head.
rat.
Genius.
We need Hardtop. Hardtop drove that, yeah.
The rats, did you say?
The rat. Yeah, here you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that doesn't need a HasLab
Something
either.
Exactly. Something small they can just kind of get out there.
Yeah, all canoes in 2025, says Doing Customs. Yeah, very good, very good. Dial Tone, that backpack is epic. Oh, is he the foam one? Yeah. Yeah, there's loads. There's still so many Joes. It's crazy that they could go for ages. All right, good stuff. But you lot are far too beautiful. We need to get some more uglier people on the stream. All right, that's what we need. So I appreciate you all jumping in. Let's go around the board and tell the good people where they can find you online, because who wouldn't want to follow these beautiful people? David, Evan, and Smith. Where can they find you online?
All three gorgeous versions of us are on Instagram. David_Evan_Smith. And I just want to make sure, duck the hell out of me, Dan.
Oh, you'll be ducked, mate.
All
You're
right.
getting ducked. Done. Cloud?
All right, I am on Instagram, hopefully more active this year, at *cloud_network. And if you really want to see how pretty I am, find my Twitter.
There you go, the spicy Twitter. And they we've got Rush.
All social media. I think I said this last time. I set up my account everywhere. Collecting_Rush. Just like Cloud said, trying to be more, creative this year, so be more relevant. In the process of putting videos together, so hopefully something will be out soon. More with this. I put out a little teaser, and that's been doing great on Instagram. So let's see what I can put together. With having zero experience with that video editing.
You should launch your channel on YouTube, like with your collection video. Absolutely.
Working on it.
Absolutely. Alexi?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Ya Boys Got Toys, and in the comments on YouTube. And special shout out to my nephew, Cyrus. Happy birthday. I'm sorry I couldn't make it there. Have a good one, bud. Love you.
Is he watching?
Glenn McFarlane.
No, I'm going to clip this probably.
Okay. Happy birthday. There you go.
Aww.
And James?
Yeah, just at SICNS on Instagram. And that's it.
Beautiful. And then last but not least, Christopher Allen.
I'm on Instagram. I don't post much, but if you do, follow me. I'll follow you, and I'll see what you post.
There you go. I like it.
Christopher Allen 254, I think, is my Instagram handle.
It is indeed. Yeah, it is. Christopher Allen 254. Easy. Easy. All of them are in the video description as well, by the way. The links to everyone's Instagram are literally underneath us right now. So if you're watching on a PC or laptop or a phone, just go underneath us and click and follow these people, all right? You know who they are. You can see them on screen. You got no reason not to follow them. And again, if you follow Chris, he'll follow you. See? He can see what you're up to, all right? Easy. Right, get out of here. You're far too beautiful for this screen, all right? Get out of here. I'll see you next time. Hopefully
Bye,
some of these things we want in 2020
Later.
will come to fruition.
Don't buy McFarlane.
Right, if you're in group 2, I'm assuming you're the ugly lot, send me a fresh DM. Let's get you guys in. I think this is UK and Ireland, as we have Jared from Ireland representing just our neighbour, our neighbour, if you will. They didn't want to be part of the United Kingdom, of course, but they're still our neighbour. Right. Okay. Let me get my link up ready to go. Hope everyone is good. And of course, we are still racing ducks later this evening. Season 3 has officially kicked off, and last week we introduced a duck commissioner, which may be a familiar face, but he's the right man for the job, and each week he's going to implement a new rule for the duck race, just to be a bit more gimmicky. But this time you have to be a channel member. It's so easy, all right? Just make my life easier. Be a channel member. You become a part of the duck race, all right? And please, Greg Finstad, send me your address. This guy is trying to escape. Like, he needs to go to his rightful owner, Greg Finstad, all right? If you're watching, if you're lingering, send me your address, and I will send you. You'll get this and a better prize, obviously, but still, I need your address. He's eager to get out of here, all right? He's coming for you. He's coming for you, Greg Finstad. Right, but yes, if you are a channel member, you're already in the duck race. It's as simple as that. Let me just go to the chat real quick, because Hugo did drop something in. I just need to see it. There it is. Hugo, channel member for 10 months. Hugo, I appreciate you. He says, hey, everyone. Great to see you all. My wish list I would like to see from Legends is Circus of Crime characters and any massive villains. Circus of Crime. Let's have a little Google of that. Circus of Crime. Doesn't instantly ring a bell to me. Having a little Google. Circus of Crime. Oh, okay. Okay. So we got like the ringleader. Who's that snake lady? I'm just getting an image up for the people. So yous like me can learn about the Circus of Crime. Here we go. Circus of Crime. A gallery of Spider-Man's most famous foes. The Circus of Crime. We've got the Clown, Cannonball, the Ringmaster, the Great Gambinos, and then what's she called? She is called Princess Python. She looks like she'd fit right into the Serpent Society. There you go. That's what Hugo wants. Hugo wants some Circus of Crime. I'd take them, Hugo. I would take them. I do love those more obscure characters for sure. But if you are in Group 2 is Jamie, Tom, Jay, Mark, Jared, Dewi, Tanner, and Craig. Alright, where's my link? Let's get it out to yous. Right, the fresh in. I'm the ugly bastard who's ready, says one of them. Alright. Sent. Okay, only 5 of them have sent me a link. I'll have to send the link to the others if they're too lazy to message me. For God's sake. Now I'm spending time scrolling. Come on now, where are those fresh DMs at? What are you playing at? Refresh. Alright, if you ain't send me a fresh DM, you're not getting in here. Alright, how many we got? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, come on, people. I need some fresh DMs. You even watching? You even here? Oh, I'm scrolling. See, this is what I try and avoid. This is why I ask for those fresh DMs, because now I'm scrolling on my Instagram looking for you. This ain't good TV. This is not good TV, people. Right, fine. If you ain't sent me a fresh DM, you're too slow. Right, okay. Who's still in the chat anyway? I've seen a few canoes in the chat. We need some canoes. Alright, let me close some tabs as well. I've got far too many tabs open. Alright, tabs have been closed. Let me just check I'm still over 25,000. Okay, I am. But I'm going down again. Fuck's sake. Okay, still, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, 5 people in. I'm accepting them in. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Right, there's 5 out of a possible 8. So who are we missing? Right. We're missing
Craig.
Oh, of course Craig's going to be late. He didn't even send me a DM. I fucking knew to send him the link anyway. We got Craig, Tanner, and Dewi as well. So those 3. We're missing those 3, all right? So you're warning people, all right? Okay, there's Dewi. Dewi's just sent me the link. I've sent Tanner the link, and I've sent Craig the link. So they've all got the link now. Now it's on them, all right? So all good. Right, let's go around the room. Jared, how you doing?
Good, Dan. Yourself?
I'm all good. Why did Ireland not want to join the United Kingdom? Please just give us a history lesson on why.
I think that's a conversation for another night.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Mark Tac, how you doing?
I'm very good, Dan. Lovely to see Dan, yourself, Dan, and everyone. Very good, yeah.
All good. Where are we today? We're in front of the shelves today.
That's right. I'm a man who likes to move about, but it's a familiar location in front of the shelves. That's right. Indeed. Have a look, everyone.
Cloud was showing off their tripods. I was like, I tell you who needs a tripod.
I know, it's right. I'll have to speak to Cloud later. She's helped me out there. I do need a tripod.
Oh, yeah. Amazon you one now if you want. We're doing
even better.
I'll buy you a mini tripod. About a tenner. I'll sort you out, mate. Don't you worry. Next Legend of the Liquor, you're going to be so stable. It's like you're standing still. It'll be crazy.
My God.
Tom, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. And Mark would actually be able to use his hands then.
That's true.
That's right.
We don't know if Tom
Hold
had
the phone to the whole
I've got hands, everyone. Look.
Yeah, you can't do this though, can you?
Yeah, everyone do this.
Can't. You're right, Tom.
Yeah. Sneaky. There's Tanner. He turned up. Tanner, how you doing?
Yeah, sorry I'm a little bit late. I was otherwise predisposed for a couple of minutes. But yeah, I'm fine. How's everyone?
And they weren't because they've lost. They're
no, we weren't. I'm not going to tell you what I was doing because it's a little bit too much detail, but I'm sure you can work it out.
Now I'm more intrigued. Maybe you don't want to know.
Do you want me to tell you? I was taking a shit.
Oh, then now we're just getting out of the system before he sits comfortably. It's fair. The Quack Commissioner is here. How you doing?
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack. There he is. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. Are you ready for a duck race this evening?
Definitely. Alexi was scooting a fine line there in Salt Group.
People need to remember that the law is now in session. You can do what you want. I'm not saying anything.
I may even have a gavel.
Oh, okay, I like it. Right, we'll get back to that later. Can I just say, Jay, that you look fresh. You look well rested. You look great.
Thank you. I'm awake, which is a bonus. It's been a long day. Thank you for sticking with me through the night. To Jamie as well. There, Jared. I think James, Tanner fell asleep. Didn't even start.
He wasn't even on it. Yeah, he wasn't even in.
Yeah, I watched it all over the course of today, so I am up to date. I know everything that's happened. I enjoyed it quite a lot. So yeah.
Is it true, right? There are rumours spreading last night. You've clearly not watched the stream, but there were rumours going around during the live stream that you are actually going to be doing the live performance of Cody Rhodes' intro at WrestleMania with a live band.
It was
unfortunately, we couldn't agree to the funds. They actually flew me out to Florida and everything. I missed the chance to pop by and say hello to Rush. But yeah, I can. The money, we couldn't agree on money, so they flew me back.
That's fair. You need to pay what you're worth, Tanner. That's why. They need to pay you what you are worth. You've already had screen time. You've already got them, the viewers in. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then underneath, we've got Derry. Derry, how you doing?
Yeah, all good. Thanks, man.
Don't confuse me, Derry. Where are you standing in front of today? Is that your display?
That's my G.I. Joe display.
Oh, you've been going crazy on G.I. Joes recently. It's like you only started G.I. Joes when you brought that Hiss tank. Now look how many you've got.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with the line. So.
And you've kept the Cobra Commander on card. Very sensible.
Yeah,
Very sensible.
I'm waiting for the upcoming release of him.
Yeah, it's happening. It will happen for sure. We've got 9 retro cards incoming. I got that confirmed here exclusively on the channel. Now we know. Right, how many we got? We got 7. So there's clearly one person we're missing. For God's sake, why does he do this? Does he do this on purpose? Or is he just... He's seen the Instagram, so he's seen it 6 minutes ago. So
he's still slipping into his Robocop costume.
Oh, for God's sake. For God's sake. Right, we'll start without him. Right, Jared, let's go through some new toys, shall we? Oh, hang on, we've got some super chats. One second. Let me bounce to the super chats. Right. First of all, James says, do we get an extra duck for a super chat? Let me go to the duck commissioner for that ruling. Duck commissioner, do super chats get an extra duck?
Super chats do get an extra duck.
Beautiful. I'll add them down. Go on.
We will also add in, if you are not a channel member and you super chat, you can earn yourself a duck.
Oh, I like it. All right, cool. So even though it's cheaper to become a channel member, all right? So use your brain, people. Use your brain. But I will put James down for an extra duck. James, you're in. And Doom Customs can have many fucking ducks as he wants. That's the ruling I say. How many ducks do you want, Doom Customs? I'll give you 100 if you want. Doom Customs, yet again, with his very generous super chat, he says, yep, UK beautiful. All one in group 2 is more talk about wild weasels and canoes. Right? Can we do that? Can we? I'm sure. With the Joes and Juice crew in here, we can talk about some canoes. Don't you worry, Doom Customs. That will happen. Right. So, Jared, if I interrupt you because the super chat pops up, I apologise. But you can start with some pickups, my friend.
Well, for once, I have some legends.
Okay, what you got?
Peter Parker 2-pack finally shipped from Pulse.
What a great figure. If I did my top 10, included everything, that would have been very, very high, just for my pure nostalgic bias.
Yeah, no, it's a good figure, and this really reminds me of the 90s one. We used to have them when I was younger, had all the Toy Biz ones, and it was very similar to it. It's a nice set, and that mullet's epic on them, so
yeah,
it's a good 2-pack to have. I got my Ken from Jaded Toys.
Very nice. Got that a bit early, ain't you?
Yeah, from Hong Kong. I can't remember who it was in the group shared the link.
It might have been Rich.
Yeah, thanks again.
Oh, Tom, there you go, Tom.
Yeah, so I got that straight away, and it's deadly. It looks so good on the shelf beside Rio. They really do pop together. And I got a Joe in. I got Joe Garrett came in.
Very nice.
Yeah, grand. You know, he's just. I was assuming I'd like him more than I do. He's great, fine, but he's not as epic as he looked in the promo pictures. I don't know.
And Junkyard.
Yeah, no, they're really good. Don't get me wrong. Just I don't know, something just not. They're just kind of blanding on the shelf. Maybe there's too many of them there now.
No, they are filling up. Look at Gary's display behind him. You can see for yourself.
And then I went a bit mad and I bought the full set of NECA Blade Runner figures.
Oh, you were speaking about this on a stream previously, though, weren't you?
Yeah.
You needed to backtrack. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got 4 of them. I haven't opened them yet. I don't know if we will open them or not.
There is only 4, though, isn't there? There is only 4.
Yeah. That's it. And it's nice to think, I like kind of buying figures for sci-fi movies. I like just to have the representation of them, like the Doom, like the McFarlane Doom figures now. And they're grand, but they're not amazing figures, and they look like there's not much posability to them, so they may stay in the box.
But like you said, it's just about that representation of the film you like on the shelf. Yeah, absolutely, I get that for sure. I'm the same. My miscellaneous shelf is exactly that, just little snippets of things that I love. Very nice, very nice. Right, did Craig jump in and then jump out again? What is he playing at? This man. This man. Does he not know I'm trying to run a professional YouTube channel here? Any more?
Craig,
go on.
Jamie, you should make Craig go one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Craig is not only going one-on-one with The Undertaker, he's going one-on-one with The Undertaker all eras.
Yeah.
Every single era.
Brothers of Destruction, everything.
Jamie, I've got a suggestion for you. How about if Craig's late, he doesn't get a duck in the
I like it.
It's evil. I love it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. No duck for Craig. The rule has been set. I like it. Right, let me just find Craig's name on this list. Let me just delete it. I feel good about myself. Craigs.nostalgic.collection.
Delete. I've been up till 6 a.m. I've been up till 6 a.m. Jamie, Jared's been up till 6 a.m. We're all here on time. Craig,
I know.
Where are you, sir?
I know. All right, cool. Right, Tac toys. You got any?
I do, Dan. Yes. Hi, everyone. So only 2 for me. I've got the Mark 1 Iron Man. Got it from Kapow, so he was on sale. It was one that I was sort of
$12.99. Bloody bargain it was.
Absolutely, Dan. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I wanted to pick up last year, but when I saw the price on Kapow, I thought, yeah, let me jump in on that. It's actually made me want a new comic Ironmonger now, seeing this. So I know we had that Build-A-Figure way back when, like when there was, there's that, I think for Iron Man 3, there was that wave with Iron Man 3. But anyway, it's made me want a new Ironmonger. So there's that. And also, like Jared, I got Mutton Junkyard. I really like Mutton Junkyard, actually. Really like them. And also, one other thing, bit different. Okay. I saw what Z-Man and Daniel Hayden picked up yesterday because I met up with them in Forbidden Planet London.
Where's that picture? Oh shit! I should have showed that picture.
Yeah.
Let me see.
So that came about. I'll just give you the backstory. Everyone, the backstory. That came about. Z-Man said to me on Instagram a couple of days ago or end of last week. Oh, we should meet up sometime because he lives quite close to me. Because the 2 people that probably live the closest to me are Z-Man and probably Tanner. So
Tanner too busy for you, is he? Was he
I
having
know.
shit then as well? Was he?
Working
What's going
yesterday.
on?
I was working. I was hard at work yesterday. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I asked Tanner and Tarek as well. Tarek said he couldn't on the day, and then Tanner did mention he was hard at work. But yeah, Z-Man said, let's meet up, and I said, and I knew he worked near Forbidden Planet, so I said, well, what about Forbidden Planet? And he said, yeah. So I met both of them and asked Dan as well, because I knew Dan was sort of like London based as well. So we came and met them. I saw what they picked up. So Dan picked up. What did Dan pick up actually? I remember
it was the Giant Man, wasn't it? It was the.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Dan picked up Giant Man because he was saying he wanted to get that.
He's not called Giant Man. He's the one from What If. It's the
from the
Goliath.
What If. Yeah,
Goliath,
Bill Foster, isn't it?
Yeah. What's he called?
The Goliath, I suppose.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I know.
But the white and blue one.
Yeah,
the white and blue costumes. He picked him up, and and Z-Man picked up Tekken 6. Hayachi. Which was the last one in Forbidden Planet. But it was great to see those guys and wander around Forbidden Planet, and we got like really good chatting, and sort of, it was like a mini MCM sort of experience, really. So I said to them both, and let's do it more regularly. Let's do it again. So I saw their hauls or their pickups. So Tanner, you're welcome as well. If we ever meet up again, when we meet up again, and obviously Tarek as well, and anyone who's in the area of Tom's sort of, visiting Forbidden Planet. But yeah, that was a bit of a different meetup. But it was really good to see them. Yeah.
So shout out Dan Hayden and Z-Man on screen. I'm sure if you've been watching Legend of Liquor for any amount of time, you'll recognise their faces. But it's always fun to see that, like, when the community come together off screen as well. It's like it just solidifies it as it's a real. These are real relationships and friendships with me. Do you know? It's more than just a gimmick online. So I love seeing it. I genuinely really do. I know the US guys do it occasionally as well. Rush has had a couple of people in his house, even though he forgets their names. I never forget you, Kurt. I never forgot you. No, it's good stuff. I think the next time anything of worthwhile in the UK for us is Toy Fair in Birmingham. NEC Toy Fair, the biggest toy fair in the country, is April the 7th, I believe. So
7th. WrestleMania weekend.
There you go. Whose voice is that? Was that Craig, the Nostalgia Collection? Is he here? Craig, what's going on? Please tell everybody, why are you late all the time? Explain it to
that wasn't my fault.
Over 100 people here are watching and waiting for you. Why? What's going on?
You need to earn this duck back, Craig, because otherwise you don't get a duck.
Yeah.
This better be good.
I literally went to put your code in. It kept saying invalid. I was like, it can't be invalid. It's a new code. So I looked at my updates, and the Zoom thing needed updating. So I had to update that in order to join. So
why didn't you just click the link, Craig?
Because it never works with my internet being dodgy. It just never works on that link for some reason. It always sends me to either the app or a Google Chrome, which I don't have on my phone.
Jamie, if you want to give him the benefit of the doubt, it's up to you.
Can we do a poll in the chat?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We know which way this is going.
I think you should have a qualifying race. A one-on-one race with The Undertaker. If he wins, then he's in.
I do like that Undertaker thing as well. Should Craig, the chat is going to decide now, should Craig get a duck for the duck race? All right?
Just please let me have one, Jamie. I had some bad news this week.
Just please, look, the chat will see.
Pulling on the heartstrings is not a way to get that.
Well, it's as most people know, I got assaulted on the 6th of December. I had a call yesterday or Friday about it, and the footage has been miraculously not found. So the whole thing has been dropped. The whole case has been dropped. So
it's some bullshit.
That
type of stuff happens far too often, Craig. Honestly, it is terrible that happened.
So it was a bit of a kick in the teeth when the cop, and you have a copper that sounds so calm about it, and I'm just like, well, what are you going to do about it?
It's because they don't give a shit. That's the reality of it. Honestly, it's horrible, mate. It's horrible. Well, hopefully your story there has swayed the chat, because the chat are now voting, should Craig get a duck in the duck
20
race?
votes say yes, so we'll give Craig the duck.
Okay, all right. We'll leave it rolling. So, Tack, any more for any more?
That'll be a first.
All right, cool. Right, Tom, we'll throw it to you, my friend. What have you been buying? You've been pasting more pictures on Instagram. which I want to say I appreciate. And I also like, I haven't said this to you yet, but I like the little graphic you've made for your logo, where the eyes...
Like my animated logo.
Yeah, the eyes change, and then it lands on your actual logo. I just want to say I really like that. It's really cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
no, I thought I'd put in a bit of effort.
I like it. I like it.
I'm getting busier again though now, so my pictures might slow down. I think it was quiet in January.
What you want to do is stockpile a little bit, so it looks like you're more active. Like
exactly. I need to be on it a bit more. So last time I was excited about getting Amazing Yamaguchi Moon Knight, and everything kind of has spun out from there. So I've gone Amazing Yamaguchi crazy. I've got the Black Panther in.
So is that new, or is that something you've had to...
That came out last year, so I think it was the one that came out before Moon Knight, or in their Marvel figures anyway. And he's super nice, and he comes with a lot of cool effects. You get the slash claws there, and your punching effects.
Yeah, very nice.
And I've been using him with the blue Marvel head. Actually, he looks really good as a kind of unmasked comic Black Panther, which I've seen a few other people do, so I'm not claiming to be original in that. But yeah, he's a nice figure. And then I also picked up a couple of other Amazing Yamaguchis. But the only thing I find, I absolutely am so excited about Amazing Yamaguchi at the moment. So, but yeah, one thing I'm not so keen on is the human face sculpt. So I got their Captain America, but I've given him the
Ultimate Cap head,
the Ultimate Captain America head. But you need to.
It's just the blues. The blues a little bit.
Yeah, the blues off. So I'm going to give him a repaint to match up. But he's cool as well. And he's better than I thought he was going to be. He was one of the older ones.
Ain't he getting a re-release? Ain't the Yamaguchi Cat getting a re-release?
Yeah, he got re-released last year, so that was a reissued one. But it's basically the same one that came out originally. They may have tweaked it a bit. I'm not sure. And then I was desperately searching for Cable, who in the US is stupid prices, but in the UK you can still get him for a decent price. But he doesn't pop up very often. But one did pop up this week, which I wasn't expecting. And he's
it does look good, yeah.
Really awesome. But I've got him with the Mezco head on. But I'm going to get a custom head, I think.
Blue and yellow outfit as well. It does look really good.
Yeah, and this big gun separates into two still big guns, but smaller than this, that he can dual wield. He's got pistols and different hands and everything, so he's cool. And then the other Moon Knight thing that I kind of then thought, well, if I'm loving Moon Knight this much and I'm taking so many photos of Moon Knight, I have to have the
Khonshu.
So I backtracked on that. Grabbed him off eBay.
Did you have to buy the pieces or did you buy them built?
I just bought them built.
Yeah.
Because the pieces seem really hard to track down on their own, and
it's because everyone wants to build a figure. That's why.
A bit old now, isn't it?
I think the builder figure in that wave was more popular than the figures were. So more people wanted the builder figure than the figures they came with.
I mean, I got a couple of builder figure pieces, but I think it would have been a real nightmare to try and track down all the pieces at this point.
It's a great
because I could put in Khonshu bath. The only thing that came up was a fully built one. So
yeah, it's a great fig.
He's cool. Yeah, he's really nice. And I've got the 8-ton custom Mr. Knight coming, which is like a Mezco.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that.
Mr. Knight. And then lastly, I also picked up this guy, who I always like the look of. Is the SHF Buzz Lightyear from the
movie, right?
The Lightyear movie. Who I always liked the look of in promotional pictures, but then I went and saw the movie, and the movie was okay, so I then kind of went off buying him. But I know a lot of people had him on their figure of the year list a couple of years back, so I kind of eventually he was still in stock on Competent Cocktails, but they were down to their last two, so I managed to grab one of those. And that is my lot, I think.
Very nice. Doing Customs chat just popped up. Which one was that? I don't know what's wrong with Friday. She's broke. That was his one request one. Oh, we got a couple of super chats. Oh, we got one from Christy, which is there it is. Oh, by the way, the poll. You're winning, Craig. You're winning. The chat like you, Craig. You're a fan favourite with the chat at least.
I've got fans, Dan.
You've got fans. If you want an autograph, he will do signed 8x10s as well. If you're curious.
My dad loves Craig.
There you go. Christy, you're getting an extra duck. Absolutely. There you go. Your name is down.
Doomed Customs donated $50.
How slow
One
are you?
request. Dan, please, get uglier people on Legends and Liquor. I'm pretty sure toy collectors are supposed to be homely. Freaking gorgeous people. Come on.
I got money in the
Sorry,
bank.
Friday's broke. She's reading stuff out loud now. That's why I was sat there in silence. James, there's your super chat as well for the extra duck. And Christy, you get one as well. Right, cool. I'm going to have to mute Friday because she's drunk. She's drunk! Did she stay up all night watching the Royal Rumble as well? What's going on? She's fucking out of it. Right, okay. How many, are you trying to track down any more of the amazing Yamaguchi stuff, Tom? Is there any other characters that you're trying to
I've actually got War Machine and Iron Man just next to me, but they're not opened. And I'm trying to pace. I don't want to, because they're a lot of fun to play with, so I don't want to just crack them all open and then not enjoy each one properly. So, and then I think Thor comes out either the end of this month or early next, and then they've got Winter Soldier, Agent Venom, the Batman. They've got coming out in September, I think. So those are the ones I'm going to count for this year.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. I was going to say that's the only one I could recommend because the only one I have is the Iron Man. But yeah, Iron Man and War Machine, you're going to love them. By the way, you're going to love them. By the way, James in the chat says we love Craig. See, they love Craig. Friday is definitely drunk. She's throwing up random shit. Okay, right. Let's keep going round. Let's go underneath. Let's go to Tanner. Tanner, anything new to show off, my friend?
So yeah, I have a couple of new ones. But before I do go into my new ones, Tom, I will thoroughly recommend the Iron Spider comic book, Iron Spider, as well. If you do pick them up, I've got both the versions. They're both really, really, really good. So I will give that recommendation. So we'll go on to my pickups now. I've got a little pile here. So we'll start off with some MCU Marvel Legends. We have, and his tentacle has just fallen out. Broken.
That is disappointing, isn't it?
Very disappointing. I've seen quite a few people having this issue on online on Facebook, so I'm not the only one. It seems to sit in at times, but he doesn't hold in a pose. He doesn't stand on his tentacles, which, because it was advertised he can stand on his bleeding tentacles, would fine. I thought, yeah, fine, and he doesn't even do that. So there's that.
I was very frustrated doing my review of him because he looks great. Like, he genuinely does look great, but you can't get him with all the poses you actually think you can. And it's like, you need to email Hasbro customer services about that as well, because that's a clear QC issue.
I mean, I didn't get it through Hasbro.
No, but it doesn't matter.
They'll send it to. Yeah, I guess.
It doesn't matter, honestly, because when I've brought stuff from like In Demand and Star Action Figures, if there's a QC issue, they say go through Hasbro, and as long as you've got the receipts and numbers and all that, honestly, for the sheer principle of it, you should send them an email.
Yep. Yeah. So the next one, another MCU one, Green Goblin. Quite fine, but he does pop out off his glider very, very easily. But he does. He looks good on there. Very good. Next one, we're heading to Turtles, and we got Savanti Romero.
There you go, yeah.
Savanti Romero will fit in quite well in my comic book Mirage line. Another line I'm looking forward to seeing what will happen next. And also, we backtracked a little with the cartoon. We have Bugman, Electro Zapper.
I like that.
And also a figure I didn't think I was going to get, but because at the time when I picked up Bugman and Electro Zapper from Uncle Ali, this figure was also quite cheap. So I picked up Space Usagi. He's actually quite good. I do enjoy him. I'm glad I did pick him up.
You didn't tell me you were getting him. See, now I feel
you
like
know
I'm
what? It
missing
was
out.
a spare of the moment thing. It was a spare of the moment thing. And he's still
tell
up
me these
on that
things.
store. He's still up on the store. I'll send you the link afterwards. You can pick him up as well.
What
price.
is he like?
Hold on, we got a super chat. Hold your breath. Doom Customs is back, showing some love for Craig.
Doomed Customs
And Friday's
donated
back.
$50. Okay, Craig. You get one yes vote. This time. Kidding. The Mezco won. 12 Doom is awesome. Red heart.
Doom Customs, we love you. He says, okay, Craig, you get one yes vote this time. He says, the Mezco 112 Doom is awesome. Yeah, that Doom does look very nice. Like, I'm not usually a Mezco guy, but, like, Doom is very, very tempting. Doing customs, I massively appreciate you once more. And Craig, I'm going to end the poll. It looks like you've got your duck back, my friend. I will re-add you to the list. You're back in. You're back in the duck race. You're there to race a duck again for another time. There you go. Beautiful. And Friday seems to be back. No, Adam Batman Moran. No, Craig should not have a duck, obviously. Craig, I reckon you and Adam should fist fight.
I know who my money's on.
I think I know who my money's on as well.
Sorry, Tanner. Any more?
Oh no, that's pretty much it. Craig,
Okay.
You did ask what Usagi was like. Yeah, pretty much. If you've got the cartoon version, it's like that. A couple of extra little accessories here or there, but yeah, overall, pretty good figure. I'm glad I did pick him up.
Your boy's got toy says Craig can have a duck, but it has to start the race late, like a delay, like in Gladiators. Right, let the race go, and then 5 seconds after Craig goes.
It's spelled duck wrong as well, tell him.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, he has. DICK, yeah? That's how you spell duck.
That one's gone over my head, mate. If that's a joke.
It's a comment. It's a comment in the chat. It's a typo. I've seen it as well.
Oh, it's message retracted for me. I can't see it. That's why. No, I was so confused. I was like, do I not know how to spell duck? I was like, he spelled it right. Ignore me. Right, Jamie, over to you.
Hello. So I'm going to start off with the wrestling stuff. So got a Sasha because he didn't have one.
She did not appear in the Royal Rumble. Nowhere to be seen.
I know. How rude. I picked up the WrestleMania Elite Trish.
She also did not appear in the Royal Rumble.
Which I thought she might, because obviously her run recently. And then
Do you have a tissue to go with her?
I've got plenty of Trish shoes, yes. I have to thank you now, Dan, for this guy. This is...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
This is me and my commissioner friend.
He's obviously the Commissioner Foley. The commissioner needed the commissioner with his little gavel. There you go.
He's a great figure. And then I have to thank you for this as well, because I had no idea this was a thing. So, TARDIS.
Is that what it was? I don't even know what I sent you. I just seen it was Doctor Who and just sent you a link.
And then this is the Roof Doctor.
So you got the TARDIS and the Doctor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was like 40 quid. It took me... The checkout time was like 50 minutes to check out. Because character options have a shit website.
Yeah, they don't sell a lot on there. That's why. No, that's
They
the
did
only
some stuff.
It's the only place you can get that is from that site as well. So you sort of have no choice.
But that's it. I'm going to Disneyland a week on Monday, so...
You're going to Disneyland? Bloody hell. Which one?
Paris.
Paris, very nice, very nice. I've been Paris maybe a decade plus ago. God knows when, actually. I can't even remember. Distant memory. Right, Jay, sorry. What you got, my friend?
Well, that's not too much this week. I'm going to start off disappointing all the McFarlane collectors out there because there's no McFarlane in my pile.
What? They were relying on you, Jay. They were relying on you to hold the fort and stand at the front of the line and say, I collect McFarlane.
I could say that. It does seem they are very popular videos on the channel. I can't believe McFarlane gets over a K every time. So apparently that's what I'm doing.
You've got to follow the trend, mate. Follow the trend.
It is. So hopefully there'll be some more Todd to come if Wonder Woman ever makes it out here in the UK. But she keeps getting delayed.
Yeah.
So what have we got? We got the Ultimate Warrior. Then let's start off with a wrestling figure.
He also did not appear in the Royal Rumble.
He did not. It would have been a preposterous appearance from the Warrior. But no, he didn't make it out. He has the tan, though. Yes, the spirit of the Ultimate Warrior in a very hot dog tan. So they've given him more of a tan than Hogan. So this is the 1991 version of Warrior in a tag team match, of course, with Hogan. So they're going to have a full sort of tan off in the display when I actually get them together. So it's nice to get him in. Shame you've got to import them, though. So they're £50 a pop now. So that's
I like that joke on Friends. Do you know when Ross gets the tan, like all that really stupid tan?
Yeah.
And then Chandler goes, he's like, "Where have you been? The sun?" It's just that's what I think of when I see those tans on those wrestlers.
Cheeky Monkey's decided she wants a friend's wedding now, so you might you might have to all have spray tans. All got to have three number ones on the front.
Just real quickly, for anyone that does want imported stuff, the whole shebang are bringing in the rest of the imports, and they're pretty cheap. They're not adding a hell of a lot to them. They're adding like £4.
Yeah, no, I've got nothing but love for the whole shebang. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't have the turtles. I got all 4 of the 1/4 scale turtles from the whole shebang. Yeah, very good, really good. Nothing but love for them.
Yes, no, Jamie did help me out last night. I pre-ordered Logan Paul this morning when I woke up from the whole shebang, so hopefully won't miss out on another Logan Paul action figure before he becomes crazy on the secondary market. What else we got next? We've got a G.I. Joe come in, so what have we got? Tunnel Rat, I'm assuming, I think it is.
Yeah, that turned up. I didn't even realise I paid for it. I didn't realise it shipped. It just turned up from Pulse. Yeah.
You just get these midnight emails, don't you, from Pulse, and then you suddenly wake up and my little NatWest app says there's a charge for $24.99. I'm like, oh, Pulse has charged me for something then. So
I couldn't even be asked to look through my email to see what it was. I was like, oh, okay, it's just a Joe. And then I panicked thinking I've already got him, but that's the regular version, isn't it? And we've already got the Night Force version.
Yeah, that's the standard version. I don't have the Night Force version, but I know that you did because you didn't even realise. I remember you said before there was 2.
Yeah, I didn't, yeah.
Right, then we got a delivery in from Super 7 then. So I decided to go ahead with the pre-order quite a few years ago now. It's come in. I've even bought the throne, so I've got the whole wave of Wave 3.
I want to see these.
Yeah, so this Megazord looks utterly fantastic.
Good.
It looks like a sort of bloke in a suit, massive robot thing, like it's supposed to look like.
And
it
that's
really
exactly
does.
what it was. That's an accurate description.
Yeah, so I got the whole wave in.
Quick question: was that the wave where they cancelled like Madam Woe and the Tigerzord from it, or is that the next wave?
That's the next wave. That's wave 4. So wave 4 now is literally just White Ranger Tommy, isn't it? That's all it is. So I haven't actually pre-ordered that yet. That'll probably be the last figure potentially of the wave. But actually, I thought no, Baby Bulk and Skull are coming, aren't they? So there are more to come. So there's got a few to show. So Lord Zed again looks pretty cool in hand. I did get the whole wave, including the throne. So
not quite sure why. I really want to see these actually.
Yeah,
have you got? You ain't got the Lightning Collection anymore to do comparisons or anything, have you?
Yeah, I don't have. Yes and no. So I don't have my original Lightning Collection, but when I rebought those Power Rangers Turtles, I quickly backtracked and just bought a few of the Lightning Collection. Okay. So I've got a Rita and I've got a Zed somewhere in a sale pile.
I do want to see that comparison of the Zeds and the Throne and all that stuff like that.
I will consult the garage then. I have got a week off work this week to recover from the Royal Rumble, so I will do a full wave review and get the shelf in.
You can display all the Rangers now as well, can't you?
Yeah. Yes, that's the sort of main team now completed with the Black Ranger and the Blue Ranger from this wave. And I say the crazy overpriced Throne. Can't believe I literally paid 40 quid for a chair. Zach, I think, would be my preference there if I had to choose.
Yeah.
Right, and final pickup. It's a big one. It's not a hot toy, but it's like a hot toy. It is 1/6. So I've gone to Mars Toys. I know Mark's mentioned them in his Flicks and Figs videos before, that they're going down to the 1/12 scale with the 66 Joker, but they are really doing very well with the 1/6 scale. So I've got the Jack Nicholson version of Joker. He's already in the cabinet, so the back of the box will probably give you a better look at what it's going. So it is their own unique sort of head sculpt. It's not an exact copy of the original Hot Toy that came out about 10 years ago. And this only cost £150. And the Hot Toys version is going well in excess of £400 on eBay that I didn't want to pay. Wow. So pre-ordered this through eBay from a seller in China from Mars Toys. And yeah, about 150 quid. Jack Nicholson is in. I've got the mime version from Hot Toys of Jack Nicholson, and if you compare these sculpts, they're completely on par. So Mars Toys really, really killing it, I think, at the moment. There's some great stuff to come by the looks of it from them this year.
Very nice, very nice. So that will go into your Hot Toy display, but it's not technically a Hot Toy, but it's perfect.
It's just a third party. Yeah, they just basically don't. They're just basically unlicensed. No. Even though they've written Joker on the box, but they definitely don't have a Jack Nicholson license.
Yeah, that license is elusive apparently anyway. Very nice. Who's Tim, by the way? Your boy's got toys. Says howdy Tim. Then Cloud says Tim. Am I missing something? Who's Tim? Right. Let's go to Dewi. What have you been buying, my friend? And by the way, California Red Devil's your biggest fan. He still thinks you play for Man United.
Well, at least we won tonight. So.
Did you? Against League 2 team. Don't get too excited, all right?
No.
You cut it rather fine.
I might as well just show you what I've got from January, because all it is Joe's, basically.
Yeah, let's go for it. Show us.
I'm alright to...
yeah, go for it. Do what you need to do.
Throw the camera to the display.
Yeah, do it. I love seeing displays. Right.
So I'll just get to what I've bought this month. So, what's he called? Shockwave?
Shockwave, yeah. And the other one isn't even out yet. So you brought import stock of that one.
Yeah, I got these two from Comics and Cocktails.
Very nice.
Then Helix.
She's a great.
I think I got her from... Yeah, she's cool. Helix.
She's
Torpedo.
still on Kapow if anyone needs her, by the way. Still on stock.
I think whole shebang has her as well still.
Torpedo's hard to get now, to be fair.
Yeah, I think he's still in stock on Comics and Cocktails.
Okay.
Might be a bit more expensive, but...
Yep.
And then Shipwreck. He's one of my favourites.
And Polly.
Yeah, I've been watching the cartoon on YouTube, and it's like Shipwreck's a highlight of that series.
Yep, for sure.
Rock and Roll. Snow Job. Who else? Oh, I managed to get a grunt on Comics and Cocktails as well.
Yeah, I know. Some idiot in the UK just brought.
I don't have many. I don't have as much as Mark does. Who else? Oh, Low Light. He's a favourite of mine as well.
He looks good. Yeah,
really cool.
He's been delayed here for us.
Yeah, from Pulse. Anyway.
I think props and replicas still have him in stock.
Our Action had him as well, I think.
Yeah, the import stock of certain characters are in. It's just if you're waiting on Pulse, they just keep getting delayed.
I think one of the main reasons I got back into the line, to be honest, was this Mutton Junkyard set. Because I think it's so unique getting a figure of an actual dog.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about Law and Order as well in my interview. I just never got round to it, but I really want to see those sort of sets continue. But yeah, Law and Order.
Yeah, so I think we're getting I forget how to say his name. Norgahide.
Yeah, Norgahide,
Dreadlocks and Boar. Yeah,
the piggy sort of warhog thing. Yeah.
Yeah, go down to Cobra Shelf. Managed to track down Trockmaster and Fiona.
And the little babies.
Oh yeah, got them on display as well. Don't know if you can see them.
I've tacked mine to the feet of him, so I don't lose them. So he's walking around with like crocodile flippers on, essentially.
Yeah, and then got Snow Serpent. Wouldn't mind to get maybe one more of him if possible, but.
Yeah, I think 3's a good number because you could have one, the leader with the hood, with the wolf hood, and then 2 minions to flank him. I think.
Yeah, I'd hold off on him. There's a retro release coming out soon.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Then got 4 Crimson Bats from Kapow the other week. They were on sale for.
Yeah, very nice. Did you use discount code DanWho5?
Yeah, I used your discount code, and there was another one on that week as well. So I got all 4 for about 50 quid. So bargain.
Yeah.
Because I think originally Kapow were selling them for about 30 quid each.
Yeah. So he would have been imported originally. Yeah. Just think any store that's not Hasbro Pulse has to import them. So you have to pay a premium.
Yeah. Then got the only joy I got this week is Shadow Tracker. I noticed he was in stock on In Demand, so I just decided, I'll order him.
You went
just
for
to fill out the
yellowy mask as well. I like it. You get a couple of decent options with him.
Yeah, I changed it up today. Got the other mask somewhere. There it is. Yeah. Then the only other Joes I got this month were the Fire Team.
Yeah.
So I got them on my his tank shelf.
I like the way you got him posed up on the ladder as well, by the way. Where's his arm? Where's he holding on to?
He's just holding on to the barrier on the side.
Oh, nice, nice.
There's a bar on the side, isn't there, at the top of the
Yeah.
ladder?
Then got the other officer on the other side.
I like it.
Then the infantry with the bazooka.
Yeah, I love that effect.
Then Range Viper. I would like to get the original Range Viper at some point if ever he comes back into stock, but
he was hard to
at the
get.
moment,
I think Tom helped me
Yeah.
track down a second one of them. The community had to help me out that one. I think a couple people did actually, but yeah, he wasn't easy to get. Great looking
Yeah, I
display.
wasn't collecting them. But yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Doom Customs loves your voice, by the way. He says he should do radio. He said the voice is naughty hide. Paul's getting Torpedo restock on the 20th of Feb, said Phil. Good old Phil Jones in the chat. He says, referring Elite Logan Paul, he's also up for pre-order on Smiths for $19.99. There we go.
Oh yeah, and as well as Jamie, I got the Fugitive Doctor and TARDIS as well.
Yeah, we have another one.
I don't look, Dan Who. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, obviously. Where do you think the Who come from?
Doctor Who people are.
Right, Cedric, thank you very much for becoming a channel member, showing some love for 8 months. Thank you so much, Cedric. Much appreciated. Right, okay. So we've done pickups. Let's go around the board before we race some ducks. And I just want to know what you would like to see in 2024, okay? Oh, wait. Oh, hang on.
So
Craig.
you want to know my pickup?
Not really.
Right.
Right, quick, speed from.
That's all right. I'll just leave now, Dan, while I'm ahead.
Go on, speed from. My bad. Speed from.
My first pickup was, which Tanner will be proud of me, was this set.
I'm proud of you too.
Yeah.
Turtle love.
This is my second set of turtles. So I've got the movie ones from the first movie and then these. So that's a rabbit hole I might go down.
The 40 years of Turtles this year. It's a great time to get them.
Yeah. I also, on Star Action Figures, took advantage of their Power Ranger 40% off and got these two, along with the Blue Centurion. So I picked the remastered up for 20 quid each, and then this guy was only 22. So
cannot be mad at that.
Can't be mad for that. And I actually like that Blue Centurion. I've got the other two coming from Pulse, the blue and yellow.
They must have been restocked because they were out of. They were the first ones released, and they were out
yeah,
of stock for a long time.
they are restocked.
Yeah.
So I also I got this guy.
Yeah, same as Mark from Kapow, yeah.
Yep, Kapow. Because I found him and I posted him on the group, and then Mark was like, "Oh, got some Crimson Bats." So before Mark brought them all.
Oh, did you? How many did you get, Mark?
No, do you know what? I actually didn't get any from Kapow this time. So yeah, I let everyone else enjoy them, Dan.
Very kind of you.
Yeah.
And
we appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
I don't know how to turn the bloody camera on this, but I also got his tank fire team as well. So I've added them to the display. I got this guy on the ladders, and then this guy with his rocket over here.
Oh, I like the way you've used the boxes, the weapon crates.
Yeah, well, that's for now. It's a temporary sort of setup.
It doesn't look too bad at all. It looks like they're in some sort of warehouse or something.
Till I build something a bit more, because I've got 2 vamps coming when they come, so I've got to build some sort of display before I get too many vehicles coming and no room. And then I've got my tunnel rats on his way, and then that's it. Just waiting on the rest of the pre-orders, really, of Joe's and stuff. So.
Yeah, before the floodgates open, for sure. We've just had a Star Wars live stream with the Transformers live stream this week. You know that Joe's and Legends are not going to be far behind that. I think in Feb we're going to get a Joe's and a Legends live stream. I think we shall see. Right, as I was saying, so let's go around the board and let's do what you would like to see. So just something that hasn't been announced but is likely, or something that you would like to add to your collection. What gaps are you looking to fill in 2024? Jared, we'll start up top with you.
So I just had broken down to a couple of things that, for me personally, would fill up my collection. I'd like to see them do the human heroes from the Predator movies again, if
Oh, so
possible.
NECA.
Yeah. So I'd like. I don't know whether there's any even murmur of them doing the female from the latest Predator movie. Which would be pretty cool to get.
I've not seen anything about that. NECA have been doing that their Vault thing, haven't they? The last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So,
I need an Arnie.
And the Predator, the completely translucent Predator from like 10 years ago was on there, but it lasted like 10 minutes and it was gone. But I would have been interested in that.
Yeah, I'd like to get if they do a Back to the Future 3 as well. Have all the NECA Back to the Future, so it'd be nice to finish that out.
Oh, they've not done any from the third one.
No, and Hot Toys have only recently released theirs, so I wonder whether they're following suit with license or not.
Okay.
That might be an interesting one to keep on.
Is that all in the cowboyish gear?
Yeah. Be nice just to get those too. McFarlane, the dreaded McFarlane. I'd just like them to do a second wave of Dune figures and just do the army builders. I don't know why they haven't done. Like, I know not many people might think of Dune for figures, but the soldiers in that movie, they're just there to be made as action figures. Like,
could they not reuse parts from any of the other figures they've already done? Or they
they could, some suits and stuff, but like there's so much options there. It'd be just great to have a wave of army builders.
So you could
say it would do
bulk
well.
up a Dune display. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Nice. And then obviously with the classified, it'd be nice to finish out the dreadnoughts and have, for once in classified, have one of the sub teams or smaller teams completed. So we're what, 4 years into classified, 5 years now?
Yeah,
nice to get
2019, I think it started, so about 5 years.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to finish one little team, which would be great. But
Hasbro doesn't like completing teams in any franchise. They just make you wait because they, in their marketing brain, they feel like if you complete a team, you're not going to buy anymore. So they just make you wait for as long as possible. It's stupid.
Yeah, no, it would be nice to do that. And then just with Legends, more Spider-Man animated. To start replacing out some of the retro wave with the animated figures. I assume there'll be a few more this year.
Guaranteed some more VHS, and I'm pretty confident we might get a couple more retro cards sprinkled out through the year. Maybe not another whole wave like we just started with the year with, but maybe one or two throughout the year. We shall see.
Yeah, and I had heard, I don't know if it was on this channel, but someone mentioned Secret Wars, doing a retro wave based on the Secret Wars. I used to have them as a kid. They'd be a great line.
Yeah, that's rumoured for one of the anniversary lines, 40 years, I think. 40 years, is it? 40 years of Secret Wars? So, Mattel was the original one who did them. So.
Yeah, with the little lenticular shields. That would be cool to get. And then just Mayfex, I'd like to finish the 7 from the boys, if possible.
Oh, yes, please. So we need A-Train,
Deep.
The Deep was actually shown off, wasn't
it? Yeah, I haven't seen anything else since.
Yeah, he's not went up for pre-order at all, but he was shown completely painted, anything. Lady Maeve was shown off as well.
Yeah.
What's the Captain America rip-off guy? What's he called?
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah, he's been shown as well. I know he's not part of the 7, but at least we can pretend we've already got translucent on the shelf.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But so that was just a few ones that I pulled out. And then obviously the Dark Knight, that Tumbler from McFarlane, I'd be interested to see that.
Yeah, that will happen.
Yeah.
McFarlane loves those big vehicles. Yeah, the boys Mayfex is a good shout. I would also like the boy Mayfex figures to be completed. Very nice. Let's go across to Tom then. Mark, sorry. Mark, what are you saying?
Well, Dan, Jared has brought up a good point. I also am excited. I've heard that rumor about Secret Wars as well, and I'm also excited to see that wave. Yeah, I mean that was probably when I was young in the '80s. I think that was the first time I ever saw Wolverine. I remember seeing a kid at school that had the Secret Wars Wolverine, and I thought that's an interesting looking character. So excited for them. I know on Thursday we were talking about sort of Marvel Legends based on this sort of topic, and since we in the extra show, and since then I thought of a character I would like to see. She was in X-Men Apocalypse, not a great film, but Olivia Munn Psylocke, that woman is a goddess. I would love her in action figure form.
Oh, so you want Olivia Munn in action?
Yeah, based on Olivia Munn. Not so much Psylocke, more Olivia Munn. And then the last one. So you mentioned Hasbro and Mattel, for Secret Wars. So doing a little segue here. The new Masters of the Universe animated series has come out, and one of the characters who's in the trailer, called Rio Blast, is like a character who, when I had Masters of the Universe when I was a kid, was my favorite Motu character. So I'm really hoping we get a Masterverse version. I'm sure that we will. So I have some Forbidden Planet vouchers. If he comes out, going down to Forbidden Planet and using those vouchers on him. So that is probably what I'm looking forward to most if it gets announced. So yeah, that's Rio Blast for me. And Olivia Munn, if she's listening.
In figure form, yeah.
In figure form. Or just her, Dan.
Just her arriving at your house, yeah. Doing Customs in the chat says something that I think you would also agree with. Doing Customs says that I'd love to get some of those Fresh Monkey Fiction monster figures. And I know you've been talking about them quite a lot.
I have.
And they've all been pre-ordered for ages away. Some of them are up for 2025, but but a lot of them are scheduled for this year as well, right?
Yeah, they are. That's true. So that's a good point. That's another one. Yeah, they showed one of the main characters on their Instagram the other day. They did like they had the test shot and they're showing all the articulation and everything. The articulation looks great, you know, same as kind of G.I. Joe Classified. So yeah, that's a line I'm looking forward to as well. Operation Monster Force, Dan. Yeah,
I think I'd be more excited about them when they start to actually appear, so we can actually see hands on and see what they're like. Because right now it's just like grayscale digital renders and pictures, isn't it? So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but exciting.
Yeah, no, it does look good. Does look like a good line. So Tom, what about you? Just any character via Yamaguchi, I suppose, right?
Yeah. Let's get that out of the way first. My top three would be Punisher, Iron Fist, and Daredevil. So there you go. If anyone from Amazing Yamaguchi is listening,
they would be great. They would be great. Yeah,
they would be great figures in that line. Aside from that, I really want a 6-inch mask line, which I think I've said a million times. Whether that's as part of Classified or its own separate spin-off.
I did have that question written down, by the way, for my interview.
Yeah.
I just never got there because Lenny and Emily just love talking as much as me, and we just never got there. But it was on my list. It really was. Yeah.
So that there's that, and I'd love Origins to finish out the toy line, like do all the remaining figures that they haven't done for the toy line.
Is there many more?
There aren't that many left, really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was curious.
There might maybe 10 or 12, I think. So, and a few of them have already been announced. So, hopefully, in the next 12 months or 18 months, I do hope they actually do that.
Attorney is coming this year, right? So, like, they're sort of going to want to finish off that line. They're not just going to let it die, are they? They're going to make sure they get...
Yeah, but then I suppose they've transitioned over to Filmation. It's like the retail line, and they're only doing the toy figures on the Mattel Creations website.
Oh, okay.
And then you've also got the Turtles of Grayskull line as well. Both of which are really cool, but I think I'm going to pass on them just to free up a bit of space in the budget and the shelves, so I don't overrun with everything.
I had Donatello and Leonardo in my basket on, I think it was Comic and Cocktails, for about a week and never checked out. And then thankfully they went out of stock, and I just was like, oh wow, fate decided for me. But I did like wait a whole week. But I'd rather just get all the Turtles together, but it's never that easy. Never that easy.
No, it's a shame they're not over here at mainstream retail, because then Amazon usually have that stuff and it just drops and drops and drops, and you can sit around and wait to pick it up at the cheapest price possible. Although maybe not with Turtles.
If they were £20, I'd pick them up without hesitation. But the fact they're like £30 for us, and it's like...
They're 30 quid. I haven't even looked.
Yeah, about 30 quid you're looking to buy, because they're import everywhere, ain't they?
Have you checked the whole shebang? I know they still have.
Oh, no, I have. Yeah, no, they do. There. They have them up for pre-order. The restock is up for pre-order. But again, they're about 30 quid. So I'm like... To be fair, I don't think they are on the whole shebang. I think they're a bit cheaper there. Even still, like Tom said, I wish they were more accessible. That was all.
And they're fun to stick on the shelf. I think the thing I like about Origins is they started off about 15 quid, and they were kind of like they were in the original packaging, and you had that nostalgia, and you got them out, but there's extra articulation compared to what they used to be, but there's not really enough extra articulation there to get them into any kind of interesting poses beyond like what you kind of felt like you could do with them when you were a kid. So, they're fun figures, but they're not. When they start getting more pricey, I kind of start.
They're no Amazing Yamaguchi level of articulation, are they?
Yeah, they are. I'm probably measuring them against unfair levels of articulation as well. But yeah, those are probably my three main things, and some more Dick Tracy figures from Esco.
Is there more characters in the Dick Tracy world for them to do?
But they've only done two villains and Dick Tracy. So
that's what I'm curious. I genuinely don't know.
There's tons of them.
Is there loads of is there like
all
a big
kind
road?
of weird shaped heads, and all sorts. Yeah.
Just like so, you got Prune Face. Have you got like Banana Head and stuff like that? Is he one?
My mind's now gone blank on all their names.
I think there is one called Hammerhead.
Like giant, there's people with giant heads. And weird.
There's a blank and a mumbles, isn't there?
Yeah. The blank would be amazing.
I was going to spoil it for people then, but I won't. But I know who the blank is. I know who's behind that mask. Right, let's go to Tanner.
So with me, I'll start off with the Jada Toy Street Fighter line. I want them to announce E Honda, who was my main from Street Fighter 2. If we go into, you know what, I know we've been talking about it for ages with the Universal Monsters Turtles crossover.
Yeah.
Shredder as Dracula. I would love that to be announced. I know
that's been rumored for a
their
long
toes
time.
back in.
Yeah.
I don't know where that rumor came from, whether or not we created it or heard it from somewhere, but Shredder as Dracula, I want that. And from Marvel Legends, I would like. I don't even know what I want from Marvel Legends.
Just complete some teams. That's what we've been saying.
Turkish Spider-Man.
No, that's. I've already got my fill from that over here. So, all right, I'll say I would like for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection line to come back.
I just don't. I want it. I just don't think it'll be 2024. I reckon it will come back because it's so toyetic. That brand is so toyetic. Why would they just leave that alone forever? It will come back, but yeah, I don't think it'll be this year because Emily was like really just like I'm not talking about it type thing. Sad times. Because there's still so many to do. Like Power Rangers could be an infinite toy line. It's ridiculous that they like, we feel like it needs a break. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Finish fucking Turbo at least. Come on now. Anyway, don't stress me out about that. But I agree with you. All right, Jamie. What about you? Any good ideas?
So for me, Rachel Summers from Marvel, obviously, been campaigning for that one. Various duck-themed characters.
Oh shit.
I'd like to see the Shooty Gatwa Doctor that may or may not have a picture floating around out there.
Okay. There was one shown at Toy Fair though, right? You know there's coming. Yeah.
Also, I want to see what Power Town Figures does with the TNA license.
Oh yeah. Have they announced who Wave 1 is?
No, not yet.
I've been listening to the Major Figure podcast, and I know Brian Myers and Matt Cardona have some.
Yeah.
They do look very good, but so far all the characters in that line, or the wrestlers, are like really old school wrestlers that.
Matt and Brian Myers had a 2-pack.
Yeah, I nearly got it. I didn't pull the trigger, but I was tempted. I got their Super 7s, and I nearly got their second wave of Super 7s, but I didn't bother. But
the only trouble with that line is most of their releases seem to be like Super 7 prices, and I don't think TNA is going to sell that well for Super 7 prices.
Yeah. I agree. But it's because Brian Myers is like putting all the links together behind the scenes because he's like pally. But I honestly, I like if you listen to their podcast. Do you listen to their podcast?
Yeah, now and again I do. Yeah,
it's a good podcast. If you're a wrestling toy fan, you should listen to that for sure.
And I wanted Deonna Purrazzo from AEW. She was in TNA, but now she's there. So
yeah. AEW figures are a bit annoying at the minute because they just take forever to come out.
And all the women are chases now. Yeah. They're making all the women chases. It's ridiculous.
I might get that acclaimed set. Do you know the acclaimed with it's like in a boombox, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's got
Max
Billy
and Bowen.
Yeah. I'm tempted.
Scissor me, daddy.
Yeah. I'm tempted. It's out. I think it's due on the whole shebang this week. And I'm tempted. But all my AEW figures, like Jay can attest to this, are just upstairs in a pile. I'm like, why am I adding to this pile? Am I ever going to display them? I don't fucking know. It's a problem. I don't know. But yeah, what can I do? But I do like the acclaim though.
Yeah, they are good.
Jay, what about you?
If you do want the acclaimed, they are doing single releases of the main two.
Yeah.
So they will be cheaper than the £100 that box set will cost over here.
Billy will be a chase though, and it'll be well hard to get.
Yeah, I did see that he was going to be a chase. So Right, we're a bit old school today, so I'm down in the old school background, see, because I haven't bothered to actually take the laptop back upstairs. So I've got the phone out for the list, the old school phone with the list on, in case I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay.
So we'll start with Legends, keep it on theme. I'm just going to say one thing, Mandarin. For the love of God, somebody make a Mandarin, please, Hasbro. Any version, I will take. A suit, green skin, I don't care. Just give me a Mandarin this year.
I like it. I agree.
Star Wars Black Series, again. Please, somebody make Chancellor. I want the Chancellor version of Palpatine. I don't want Darth Sidious. I know they've pipelined Darth Sidious from the prequels, but I want the Chancellor version of Palpatine. The red robes. Come on, help me out, prequel? Brandon. Brandon loves Attack of the Clones. Yeah, it is all prequel.
Yeah.
We're in the right year. I just hope. I hope we do get a Chancellor version of Palpatine, because for some reason I now love the Star Wars prequels. I don't know what's happened. I've suddenly got nostalgia for films that I couldn't stand as a kid. So
you know what happened?
I've rewatched them. I think they're great. I don't know.
The sequels were so bad that the prequels look good.
Oh, okay. Sort of makes sense.
Give it 20 years and let's see what happens with people's opinions on the sequels as well.
Yeah, probably that. Yeah, probably that in 30 years' time. The Force Awakens was amazing. We didn't appreciate it in our time.
I didn't mind The Force Awakens. The next two, not so good, but I didn't mind The Force Awakens. So my main two picks, we're going to go to the Nacelle Company, I think, for the first time this evening.
Okay, yeah,
so we're going to go to Biker Mice from Mars, and we need some villains. So I've seen a tease. They have teased Lawrence Limburger, of course, the main villain.
Guy. Yeah.
Big fish head guy, but we want Grease Pit as well, the old mechanic. I had him as a kid, Dr. Carbuncle. So we need to go deeper into the Biker Mice line and get some villains.
I agree. I think that's something to look forward to for this year, actually, is just getting the Biker Mice from Mars in the collection and then seeing where they go with that license. Because, Nassau own it, don't they? They own it now. It's part of the Nassau verse.
Yeah,
and there's an
animated this whole verse, aren't they?
Yeah, there's an animated show and stuff, so it ain't going anywhere. So surely, as long as the mice do well, they keep going down that well. So
hopefully they've given us the bike, so hopefully the mice have done well enough to keep us going. But my main pick is one that Dan is going to be excited by. Dan is going to buy some Mondos this year, hopefully towards the end of the year. It's Spider-Man, the animated series from Mondo. I want a Hobgoblin and I want a Kingpin. Those are my wants. I love Hobgoblin and Kingpin from the animated series. Mark Hamill, of course, as the Hobgoblin. They introduced him before the Green Goblin, so my nostalgia comes in really for Hobgoblin before Green Goblin. Wilson Fisk Kingpin was just fantastic. We're getting the Prometheum X.
Kingpin
that is
would
coming
be massive,
with Venom.
by the way, in Mondo.
Yeah, can you imagine the size of this 12-inch Kingpin? That is why I'm just hoping that is what I want this year. More Spider-Man animated from Mondo.
The Spider-Man, I'm in with the Mondo Spider-Man stuff. As I've said this year, again, Tanner's not really a Raphael fan, as I acknowledged at the start of the stream, because he won't get Big Raph. This year I used to be so focused on the 1/12 scale that I'd be like, no, I don't need anything else. But then you're missing out on these great representations of the things you love. So I'm like, this year I'm being a little bit loose with my scale. I'm like, if it's something that I love and it's a solid representation, this is what I'm getting. Oh, what's Tanner showing off? All right, Tanner, go on.
I've got a big Raph right here.
He's got a bigger Raph. Whose Raph is bigger?
I got a big Raph. Huh? A big Raph. It's the Baytales 1/6 collectible from who is it from? 3-0.
Oh, that probably goes for about 500 quid by now, to be fair.
Yeah, I've got all the turtles in that scale, and I've got Bebop and Rocksteady as well. So I have got a big Raph.
He has got a big Raph, all right.
Yeah, but Tanner, you've not even opened him yet, so you can't like him that much.
I opened him.
I'm with you, Jay. So Jay, do you reckon they'll do a Peter Parker?
The Peter heads in with the normal version of Spider-Man. So yes, I do. I think it'll be, to be honest, I think that's going to be an SDCC exclusive, just like we've had Logan.
Yeah,
the SDCC exclusive
Peter
this
Parker
year.
is a layup, and I'd buy it as well. That's my mind's eye of Peter Parker. Yeah.
Hopefully for me, it's the season 1 version with the green.
I'm fine with that.
rather
I
than
told you, I'm fine with both. I like both looks. Both of them are fine with me. So yeah, I still think Legends might still do that other one on a retro card. I hope, but I don't know. We shall see. But Chameleon in any form. Will Mondo do Chameleon before Marvel Legends? Probably.
Yes, I think they will.
Yeah, fucking Marvel. All right, let's go to Derry. Derry, what are you saying? What do you want to see this year Are you just hyper focusing on Joe's, or is there other things you want to see?
Joe-wise, I'd quite like to see more dreadnoughts being made.
Yeah, I think a few of them are on the name only list, so you will get more.
So I've got Buzzer coming tomorrow. Then still need to get Ripper.
Yeah, both of mine are on pre-order from Paul, so I'll probably get mine halfway through the year. Who knows?
Yeah, I think mine are coming in August.
Yeah, exactly.
Sci-fi would be a cool one. I saw a cool custom of Sci-fi on Instagram the other day. Legends-wise, I'd quite like to see them do some figures from the Spider-Man games from PlayStation.
Okay.
Like actually put some effort into them.
Like the villains.
Doc Ock would be cool. Yeah. Doc Ock, Scorpion, Venom, Kraven. They'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't really see it happening, to be honest.
For me, it's not really something I care for because I'm not much of a gamer. Like I like the games, but I don't feel like I need them on my shelf. But that is something that constantly gets asked for, and the games are just a multi-billion-dollar franchise, and more people are being introduced to these characters via the game medium. Do you know, like kids ain't reading comics; they're playing games. So I think it is a high possibility that the further forward we move, games and what's on the games will be figures. Just think Fortnite, big example of figures and games and all that nonsense.
Yeah, actually, quite. Fortnite recently did TMNT skins.
They did, yeah.
I'd quite like to see figures of that designs. Just the designs they did of the turtles look really cool.
Fortnite has a Shredder skin coming as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Shredder was on
I saw it.
not Grand Theft Auto, Warzone as well. Shredder was in Warzone for a little bit.
Yeah, I saw the picture of the Shredder skin. He looks really cool. So, I don't know, because they did the Hasbro Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures. Plus Hasbro did Fortnite figures, so...
It's all multiple... It's
might
all
be
licenses.
possible.
No, of course, anything is possible. It's just whether
I
these
think they
companies
did,
can agree
like-
to who's going to get the bigger check, essentially.
So they even did a Fortnite Snake Eyes, even though it was the
same.
classified Snake Eyes
the same Snake
with
Eyes.
like Fortnite accessorized.
Yeah, it was exactly that. It's just branded differently. Yeah, no. All of this stuff is
So-
possible. They could easily... like, just think of all the different licenses that Fortnite have done. Like, bloody Dragon Ball Z have been in Fortnite. You know, like, so... Figures would look great, I'm sure, but it's all about...
So you've even
the
got
licenses.
Family Guy skins on there
Yeah,
now.
the chicken's in there at the minute, ain't it? Stupid. No, would be interesting for sure.
Yeah, I think that's it, really.
Nice. Craig?
Yeah, I'll start with Marvel. I'm with Jay. I want a Mandarin on the retro card. Let's hope we get him this year. I did one LCD and Albert, but I don't think that's going to happen this year. So hopefully they're in the pipeline now.
I agree with both of these so far. By the way, I do think we will get Mandarin, and I'd be happy on or off a retro card. But I reckon we're high hopes for a retro card.
I just want to finish a few teams like everyone else. I want to finish the Starjammers. I want to finish X Factor. I want to finish off X Force.
Yeah, Wolfsbane, Feral.
They're just the one
Razor,
character now to act with
Hepzibah.
That's done. Excalibur 1 and Rachel, and then that's it. That's that team complete on the shelf. So hopefully we'll get a few, if not maybe all of them. And then I'll go on to
one I want, by the way. Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny's one, but hopefully that's coming with a new Mystique. Hopefully,
double jointed elbows.
on a yeah Black Widow body, hopefully, or something
That'd be nice.
around that line. And I'll go to my next big love, which is G.I. Joe, which is not a secret because I spend more money on G.I. Joe now these days than I do Marvel Legends, which is weird because Marvel Legends I used to spend loads of money on, actually enough. But I'd like to see a few from the movie, so because that's where I watched G.I. Joe first and had my fascination was that movie.
The animated
So
movie.
yeah, the animated movie, not the.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Big Loeb, I'd like to see him. The basketball player guy, I'd like to see him. Jinx as well. I'd like to see a hardball. There's many other names been thrown out tonight, which I'd like to see. I'd like to see Cobra La finish. So yeah, I'd like to see the two in that. Go with the enforcer. And the Joes I remember that I had passed down from my cousin was the Ninja Force.
Yeah.
Most of the Ninja Force. So I'd like to see, I'm going to maybe mess up some of these names. I'd like to see Dojo. I'd like to see Night Creeper. Is it Bushido? I'd like to see Bushido as well with the armor and stuff. There's so many in that line I'd like to see. And as we've got retro cards, why not put them on those pink cards with that nostalgic colours? They'd look great. Everyone, I don't know if everyone would, but I'd buy two.
Emily and Lenny were very much selling the fact that the Joe line is expanding. They're going into other places. So I think stuff like Ninja Force is likely because it's an expansion of what the G.I. Joe is. So
we've got Nunchuck coming. He's coming at the end of this month.
I'm just saying I think that stuff like that's likely, yeah. Those characters.
Yeah, because he kind of kicks it off. He's in that look anyway. So he kind of kicks that off as the the Ninja Force. So hopefully
is he the one with the chocolate bar?
No, he's the one with the claws. The one that
the one that Derry showed off. Yeah.
Yeah, showed off on his shelf with like the claws and the bandana. He's in like camo colour.
I'm on about Quick Kick, anyway. Quick Kick's the one with the chocolate.
Yeah, Quick Kick's the one with the chocolate bar. And
hold your breath 1 second. Got me again, Todd.
Got me again. Todd donated $10.
Let Friday read that out.
Gotta go watch some football, baby. Pow. Happy to see Tom slipping down the amazing Yamaguchi slope. Enjoy the rest of the show. Y'all. Double duck me, Danny. Archaeologist extraordinaire. YA boys got toys.
Thank you very much, your boys got toys, for the Streamlabs donation there. He says, I gotta go watch some football, baby. Pow. Happy to see Tom slipping down the amazing Yamaguchi slope. Enjoy the rest of the show, y'all. Double duck me, Danny. Archaeologist extraordinaire. Your boys got toys. I told you, your boys got toys is the Indiana Jones of Legends and Liquor. That is a fact. But yes, your boys got toys will get double ducked. No problem. Sorry, Craig, continue.
And as in vehicles, yes, I'd like to see the Triple H, Sergeant Slaughter's.
Yeah, the one Christopher Allen mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably have to buy two just to go with the two Sergeant Slaughters, I suppose.
That's true.
I've got one still in the box somewhere. And then, just some smaller vehicles would be great. As we was talking about the HasLab, I'd like the HasLab to be another Joe one, not a Cobra, because people might go, but look, if you look at the shelf, we've got more Cobra vehicles than we have Joe vehicles. So I'd like to build out more of the Joe vehicles, maybe in this smaller price range that we're getting. And then maybe we'll get some of the big ones every now and again. I'd like a Snowcat as well, just so we could have hopefully we'll have an Arctic team coming soon as well. Maybe
more vehicles are coming. We know they're coming. We've been told they are. So yeah, they're coming.
So as long as they're not underwater ones, because Dan still hasn't brought me this aquarium. I've got nowhere to put my divers that are coming.
When you get your own place, Craig, right? I'll come and we will build an aquarium for your display. We'll make it do it. We'll do it because we've built it now. Eventually,
build one in the back garden, yeah.
Because eventually you're gonna have to move, and then we're gonna have to dismantle it, and they're gonna have to get rid of the water. So we need just to build it on foundations, solid foundations.
It's got water in.
There's some guy in the UK who is like built a whole aquarium in his house. Like, it's ridiculous. I've seen it on YouTube. It's crazy. We won't be going to those extremes. Probably a fish tank. That's probably the levels we'll go to.
It's not a goldfish bowl.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a return.
You can't put anything on a round surface.
Right. We're racing some ducks, Commissioner. Right. Throwing it to you. Right, so as we know, right, we're about to race some ducks, people in the chat. So you know what that means. Get the duck emojis out. But to be in the duck race, you just have to be a channel member. It is that simple. So, how are we ruling this, Jamie? How we? Because I haven't made a graphic yet for season 3. I feel like we just need to get some points on the board first, so I can generate a table, and then we can get going. So, I'm gonna give points to the top 5 places like usual. 10 points, then 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. I think that's what I do.
I think that's the easiest option.
Yeah, that's what I do, right? But we need to spice up a little bit. Make a ruling for today's duck race.
So I'm thinking, because we all stayed up super late and we're all really, really sluggish, the ducks may be sluggish themselves.
That's true. Slow
so
ducks.
Last place gets 10 points.
Last place, 10 points. Okay. So 2 people getting 10 points today in the duck race. You heard it from the commissioner. Right, I'm updating my little duck table now, or duck race thing. So everyone who got a super chat today gets an extra one. I've just threw in an extra, I've just threw in like, Doom Customs got an extra like 5 ducks because of all his generous super chats today. Alright, let me go to my table over here. Let me just check I'm still over. Okay, good. I'm just checking. I was just triple checking there. Right. Let me go to this. Edit the names, clear that, put my new list in. Done. 2 minutes, yeah? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, go with 2 minutes.
2 minutes, alright, I'll go full screen. Let me bring this down a little bit. Where is it? Is it that? Yes, it's that. Alright, pull that down a little bit. There we go. Can everyone see that? Yeah, cool. Right, that's what we're doing. Right. What did we say? We're shuffling 3 times every time this year because it's the season 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you're a channel member, you are already in the duck race. If you gave a super chat today, you got yourself a bonus duck. This is for points on the board, okay? 10 points to first place and last place. So if you do not see your name today, don't worry, chill out. He may be a slow duck. He may be playing the slow game to get himself 10 points on the board. To be honest, just looking at last week's points, it looks like Little Leaf Creations is the early duck race leader as he got a 5th place and a 3rd place last week. So I think Little Leaf Creations, our good friend Pete, is our current leader, but I will update the table hopefully for next week. But today we'll definitely add some more points on the board, alright? So 1st place 10 points, 2nd place will be 8 points, 3rd place will be 6, 4th place will be 4, and then 5th place will be 2 points, okay? And then 1st and last 10 points each, 3 shuffles, 2 minutes. Good luck everyone, and they're off. Okay, let's see what's going on. So Arvin starts fast up top, but it's a nice little crowded section now. We've got Chadwick Myers dressed as the mermaid duck. Nice and strong start. He wants to win. He doesn't want the slow 10 points. Or maybe he does. He's changed his mind. Little Leaf Creations. That's the one you got to watch for at the minute. The strawberry duck. Next to him, we've got Damien Ristori with the strawberry hat. Then we got down at the bottom, David Evan Smith dressed as a police officer. I guarantee you that man has already dressed as a police officer in his life. That has happened. Jamie Gitchard, there you are. The old man duck. Can he get
That's what I feel like right now.
Can he get some points on the board? The commissioner is in this, absolutely. Guy who collects is the green duck in the middle of the park. Your boy's got toys, who's off to watch the American football, is the pink duck up top next to Derry. Derry, you're the red duck with him, and Keith T up top as well. Thirsty for chicken, he's in the middle of the park. Underneath that, I can see Tony. Northern Nomad become a channel member. Thank you very much, Northern Nomad. But we're racing ducks now. You did it too slow. Too slow. Northern Nomad, I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much, you sucker. Next week I'll
That's okay. After this, he can go one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Okay, cool. Right, we've got Sleazy in the middle of the park next to Lady Mac. Shout out, Lady Mac. She became a channel member last week just so she can be a part of these duck races. So Paul got some points on the board last week. Lady Mac is in the race, but she's slowing down. Maybe she wants those 10 points from last position. We got action figures of the multiverse. I thought that was Tom for a second, but it's not. It's action figure of the multiverse dressed as the teddy bear duck. Oh, we got some movement there. Super Turk came out of nowhere. He just put the nose on. Him and Displayed Once just pressed that red button. Fast and Furious style came out of the back. Heroes Collections. Yeah. Who else? We've got Classic Spidey 97. He may take it, you know, and he does. Classic Spidey 97 has just took it. 10
Looks like Tom's up there as well.
Hey, look, if you didn't see your duck, don't worry about it because they could finish dead last.
My duck set off a little bit too early. He prematurely shot off and then shot back. It looks like.
Okay, so this is what we got. Right, you pressed the NOS just a little bit too early there. Right, so first place is Classic Spidey 97. Second place, Jarhead. Third place is Craig, but not Craig Nostalgic Collection. Fourth place is Little Leaf Creations. For the third race in a row, Peter's got points on the board. Pete is the clear standout of Season 3 so far. That's 3 times he has finished in the top 5. That's crazy. So Pete is the one to watch for. And then 5th place, it's Ashaholic. There you go. So who finished dead last? Let me scroll. I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom. Dead last. Who's it going to be? It is I Am TJ Williams. There you go. 10 points to I Am TJ Williams. Let's just have a quick try. Let me see if it goes full screen for that. Whoa, that's a lot of ducks. I just want to scroll up so everyone can see their name real quick. That's all. I want to make sure. I get a lot of shenanigans saying I left people out. I did not leave anyone out. You're all in.
Have we found out who Greg is yet?
There's people in here that have different names, so like I don't know who they all are. Right, so I'm just scrolling, just so you can see your name, just so you can see that you were involved and there was no shenanigans. Okay, these are channel members as well, so these are the people showing love to the channel. All right, I appreciate you. If you've seen Doom Customs a lot, that's because he super chats a lot. Oh, there's me. There I am next to Jay. Jay, where did we finish? Well, that wasn't good. That's not good. I do like
especially from you, where you finished
69. You know what? I don't mind that at all.
The rumours have begun about me and you. Oh my goodness.
All right, let's keep going up. There you go. Hopefully everyone can see their name, just so you know you were involved. I don't know who X is either. Like, there's someone who's a channel member just called X.
Elon Musk.
Could be Elon Musk. Big Legends fan. There you go. There you go. That's what it was. Let me get rid of full screen here. Here we go. And we're back in the room. I think I accidentally. Yeah, so instead of adding Doom Customs to the race 5 times, what I just realised I did is I've copied and pasted displayed once 5 times. So Rich was actually in that race 5 times, and Rich is definitely not watching 3.5 hours of this, so he won't even
Rich
know.
deserves it though, to be fair.
Rich is fine. Doing Customs, he can win any race he wants anyway. That's fine. Right, damn, so close to being last. Oh yeah, where was Shelley? Shelley's been training. How close was Shelley to the bottom there? Oh, she was. Yeah, you were, Shelley. You were quite close. Were you going for the slow race there, Shelley? Yeah, you were closer. You were 3 away, next to Greg Finstad. Shelley and Greg Finstad and Mark Tack were all right next to each other.
Ooh.
Right next to each other. Shelley, you did beat you did beat Greg Finstad though. You did beat Greg Finstad. There you go. So there's the duck racing. One more time. I'll put it on the board for you. There you go. There's your photo. Oh, it's gone again. What am I pressed? Pressed the wrong buttons. Hang on. I've moved it. There you go. I'm bringing it back. There it is. There you go. There's your photo finish. Beautiful. Right, let's go around the board. Tell the people where they can find you online. Jared up top. Jared, what are you watching, by the way, as well? I can see it like in the corner of the screen, and I'm like, what is
the NFL. American football.
Okay. Do you understand the rules of American football?
Yeah, I do. I like the Chiefs.
Is it better than English football?
No.
Yeah, of course it isn't. That's the right answer. You can stay. Right, tell the people where they can find you online.
I actually started up a little photography channel on Instagram called Action Snap Saga.
Oh, so it's not Dizzy Bob anymore?
No, well, just for my photography pieces, because that's associated with family bits and pieces.
Oh, okay. You need to tell me this, and I'll update it in my description.
Yeah, cool. I'll send it on. But yeah, if anybody wants to check it out, it's just I'm playing around with a bit of AI and some photography and just blending the two.
And what's it called again? Let me say it for the people again.
Action Snap Saga.
Okay, and that's all one word.
Yeah, action_snap_saga.
All right, David, Craig's in Write it in the chat. And people will see. Write in the chat. Right.
We do it just so you can't spell it then. That's why.
I can't spell anything. I'm dyslexic. Don't discriminate. Tac Tac.
Well, Dan, you can find me on YouTube, Tac Tac Toys, and of course on Joe's and Juice with Dan and Tom. And I've got a feeling there'll be, I've a guess, stab in the dark. I've got a feeling there'll be a live stream around the 1st, because the 1st is G.I. Joe Day. So we might be doing a Joe's and Juice around that time. So yeah,
G.I. Joe Day, the 1st of February.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that's only next Thursday.
Yeah, I've got a feeling.
Last year they threw out loads of reveals throughout the day, didn't they? That was more what they did, more so than just doing a live stream. So
interesting.
that's where a bulk of stuff.
Yeah.
I threw in so Jared's put his in as well. It's action_snap_saga. I'll put that into the description of the video. But I do have a link for Mark Tac Tac's YouTube. Please go and subscribe to Mark Tac Tac if you haven't already. Let's get Mark Tac Tac to 1,000 in 2024. Click the link, hit subscribe. So simple. You see the man every week. Show that I get my toy news from Mark Tac Tac occasionally. He covers the news that I'm unaware of. So get your toy
Dan,
news
I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a thief. I get it from all different sorts of places. Sometimes I watch David Display's model behaviour. I think, right, I'll have his news and pick it.
It's fine. I'd rather watch you. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Just consolidate. Just keep consolidating. It's all good. Tom? Tom, you know what you've done, Tom. You know what you've done.
How many plastic multiverse on Instagram and on Joe's and Juice in the very near future, by the sounds of things.
Yeah, as soon as Joseph do a live stream, then we'll jump on, because I do think one's coming up soon. And knowing our luck, we're planning to do one, and then the next day they announce a Joe stream. That's usually what happens for us. So I think this time we wait for the Joes. We let the Joes make the move first. That's all. But yes, we will, of course. And then Turtles and Tea will absolutely be back as well. Tanner, we were promised pre-orders in Q1. I want to order some Punk Turtles. Where are they, Tanner?
They're probably saving them for Hall of Fun.
Don't do that to me, Tanner.
Everything else has been Hall of Fun. So I was
having a great time. This stream, we just raised some ducks.
Sorry, I had to be realistic
and then
there.
Got me.
But yeah, you can find me Super Tech 5000. You can also find me negotiating my contract to sing out Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania this year. Turtles and Tea, which I'm sure will be coming soon.
Look, now you've got Hall of Fun. Now I'm in a right grump. Now my moods went right down. Now I forgot Hall of Fun existed until you just said its name. It's like Voldemort. Don't say its name. Where's Ali? The store that I used to use on Ali's gone down again as well.
I'll send you the link for the store if you want to get Spacey or Jimbo. So he was £25 on there. So nice and cheap.
Please, no more Hall of Fun. The Quack Commissioner. Where
They're the same place, or have they?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
No idea.
Basically,
no idea.
The one that we used to use that was called the Big Store or whatever it was called, the Big whatever it was. They changed
this is called like
FHD
or something.
Yeah, they've both gone. So I don't have a place I trust anymore, is what I'm saying.
No, FHD is back.
Okay. Link me
I'll
up.
send you the link later.
Link me up. Quack Commission, over to you.
So you can find me at JMG Toys on Instagram, right here every 2 weeks, and canoodling with ducks.
Indeed, right. I'm copying results. You just reminded me to copy the results. I forgot there was a button right at the bottom. I can just press copy results. It makes my life easier. There you go.
Jamie, in addition to your Mick Foley figure, commissioner figure, you also need a Teddy Long commissioner figure as well. Just to have them side by side.
Yeah, but then I'm going to need the Shawn Michaels commissioner and the
Teddy Long. The amount I've referenced, and I'm sure we've all referenced Teddy Long. You need Mick Foley, Teddy Long. That's it.
Amy, what I want to know is how are you going to sabotage Geek Dad Life?
Yeah, we need our lawsuit. We need to infiltrate and do something about that. I don't like him stealing this duck race gimmick. Right? He could have raced many things, but he had to go with ducks, didn't he? I don't know. I don't know how much I like.
We just go there and just like shear all of his ducks so they're all bald.
The thing, he streams so late. I can't even go and give him shit in his live stream. Do you know what I mean?
Just send the Undertaker around. That's what it is.
I'm a channel member as well. I like that guy. Damn, I'm gonna.
We can get Craig in the live stream because Craig's late. So he'll be there from the beginning.
Craig, we're sending you over to Jay's channel to
no more time. What day is it?
I don't know if he has a regular day actually. He's
Sunday nights.
Sunday nights.
Sunday nights.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't.
I do like it. I am only joking, by the way, but I'm still mad that he stole my ducks because that was all me, and he fucking knows it as well. All right, Jay, over to you.
You can find me right here on YouTube or Instagram at Jay's Toy Collection UK, where you've got a few live stream replays. If you want 4.5 hours of Royal Rumble commentary, that's on the channel. I did a live reaction last week as soon as the Star Wars Hasbro brand team went off, and somehow I managed to talk about 3 Black Series reveal for 1 hour. So that's impressive.
That's the one. That's one I haven't watched yet. But when I seen the time it was an hour, I thought they revealed loads. But clearly not.
Yes.
Clearly not. I'll put Jay's link for his YouTube in the chat as well. Please click the link and subscribe. Craig's.nostalgic.collection. Over to you.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. I haven't been posting a hell of a lot lately, but I might start as I'm building the collection slowly and showing off some toys that I love, especially this guy.
No one's going to understand the Robocop reference, right? The Robocop references, just for people in the chat, right? When we were at MCM, right, there was a big group of us at MCM. Craig really wanted to go and play on this Robocop computer game, and I didn't. But Craig wouldn't shut up about it. So I very bluntly, I didn't mean it to come out so rude, but it did come out very rude. So I apologise.
He slapped me so hard.
But I literally
had to take him out. It was horrible.
I literally just went, Craig, I don't give a shit.
I felt violated.
I was trying to give you the confidence to just go and play Robocop. Like, just go. You didn't need us, but it's fine. It was fine. But I do like Robocop. Just didn't care about the game. That was all.
Still.
Anyway.
Or me, yeah. But you can find me on Instagram at Craig's.nostalgic.collection.
You had to be there. You had to be there.
People who like me and who voted for me, come and find me.
If you want to sign a picture of Craig, just hit him up on his Instagram. He will be more than happy to oblige.
It will arrive 3 months late, though.
It will arrive in about 3 months' time, yeah. True.
100 quid for a spicy photo, yeah.
Derry?
You can find me on Instagram at The Collecting Crusader. As well as, I've not really been posting much, but I kind of want to get back into photography, especially with collecting G.I. Joes. So
just take pictures of your display. Take pictures of your pickups. Like every time you get a figure coming in, take a picture with your display in the background and post it. And then take a picture of your display when it's on the shelf. Like, it's just easy stuff. You're called the Collecting Crusader. That sounds like a hero. You sound like it has some gravitas to that name. Do you know what I mean? You need to be posting and using that name. You are the Collecting Crusader. You need to crusade with your collection.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah. Adam in the chat says he really wanted to go. I took one for the team, didn't I, Craig? That's what Adam went with him to play Robocop, by the way.
Yeah, but he ended up playing it and I didn't.
That's what's stupid. It makes no sense to me. What was this game? Bloody hell. Right, let's get out of here, people. All right, let's give everyone a wave. Awkward wave.
By the way, we're the sexiest group.
Oh, okay.
If anyone tells you anything else.
Dune Customs did.
Apart from Dan. We all shine.
I'm just hiding under my hat. I'm fine. I'm just the host. Right, goodbye everyone. I'll play the intro to see us out. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye guys.
Cheers guys.
Bye.
Bye.